I love it.
Jaffers. Oh. That's good. That's a good one.
How's everyone doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Like having seen you
Bye,
on,
Georgia.
like,
On a podcast.
behind the thing.
Yeah.
You know, you need to learn to communicate better.
Yeah. What did I do wrong?
When we're inside, you need to inform me so that I'm aware, you know? Communication is key.
Oh, I was just trying to catch natural moments, bro.
Me too.
Catch natural
You know?
moments. You probably I think good mic wise, like in terms of.
Hello.
Ree, don't. It's for you and her now.
Oh, sorry.
He called you selfish.
I'm gonna pop this one here so it catches all of us.
okay.
So I'm
That
gonna
should
go
be
with my
fine.
2 mics. Yeah.
Whose bag is this?
Is this mine?
That's a nice bag. Sha.
Thank you.
It's different.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well done.
it's like a mirror.
Yeah, it's like
It looks like a chopstick.
What?
Chopstick.
it looks like a Ferrero Rocher.
Is that not like a chopstick? Is that what you call the things you put in?
Chop.
Chopstick. What are you talking?
Chopstick.
Wow.
Oh no.
Would you put that in your lip
You
again?
dropped your chopstick.
You dropped. Yeah,
You dropped. Yeah.
I heard it. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Who has the best African accent? Like, as in what country has the best African accent?
Oh,
wanna-
sorry. I thought you said who has the best African accent.
What nation in Africa has like
Nigeria,
like,
no?
no, don't say it because you're Nigerian.
Have you heard this?
No, I'm not using girl.
Maybe-
No, South Africa. I love you, South
you
It
Africa.
sounded racist.
I'm screaming.
South
Have you not
Africa.
heard Tyler talk?
I was so shocked.
No, not
Oh, that one that does water.
Not her.
You see?
Not her.
Not
I actually
her.
liked
her.
it. I actually liked
It
it.
took me by
Not her.
surprise because she doesn't
Whoa,
sound like
she
how
doesn't
sings.
sound like how she. Yeah.
I was so shook.
But
Well,
I
can you
like her
man
accent.
do the South African accent?
Absolutely not.
No.
I barely can do an Irish accent, so like,
It's interesting because
I can do.
I think the best is Zimbabwean.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
What does it sound like?
No,
The
that's funny
weather
though.
is so great today. I don't know if that sounded like
No,
it.
I'm not even close to South African. Zimbabwe
Yeah,
and
the
South
south
African,
side is
they're
all right,
Very,
yeah.
very similar.
Yeah.
What a weather.
I know. I know. So you know, remember Tash? He's from
Rwanda.
Rwanda. I said Botswana.
Yeah.
Rwanda. His accent sounds like that a little bit.
Yeah,
But
I
like
think-
a little bit less.
But that's all
Strong.
around the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. I think the Ghanaian one is a bit difficult now. So
Really?
it's a drop the chopstick and
Head to Zane.
I want to,
Please,
I want to go to church and talk to my pastor.
That's what I was gonna say.
I also want to eat pasta as well.
That's what I was gonna say.
pasta with the pasta.
Anytime I meet a Ghanaian, I'm like, head to Zane.
What?
That's how you say hello.
No, Etesay.
Head to Zane. Same thing.
What you say sounded like Mandarin or something.
It's not like a formula for maths. Etesay.
Listen to Tyler's accent.
I'm gonna call one of my family members.
Ooh, that's alright though.
Studies.
All right,
It sounds Australian.
that's alright though.
It sounds Australian.
That's a nice accent.
No, I said something.
Games whole day, every day in my room. And Tyler always used to irritate me because he.
Shut up, man.
I beg, shut up. Yeah.
No, but her accent, she sounds.
I take it back, I take it back, I
She
take it back.
sounds good.
I lock my door. So then
Really strong.
I'm just busy playing PlayStation and I see.
Why is the guy talking?
I think it's sexier women.
I'm like, hey,
I think it's alright.
Yeah.
Still.
It's sexier women.
She looks so irritated. She looks like, get that guy off.
Like, what's he saying?
I was very small. I don't know, me and my sister, we used to just sit on
Dave,
the
is the camera on you?
Ooh.
paper, just scanning our bums. No,
He's smiling.
You know what this sounds like,
It's
right?
alright though.
If
It's alright.
If Australians were African,
That's what they sound like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they sound like.
You know
There's
why?
something about that though, no? No?
About what?
If Australians
Like
are
the
African.
South Africans, they ain't got something to do with Australia, no?
Shall I look it
Or was
up?
the white? It was the white man that was there, no?
The white
No,
man
the white one was
everywhere.
everywhere in Africa. Sorry.
Right.
No, I mean,
Is it
Everywhere.
white
What-
South
what was-
Africans?
yeah.
Oh yeah, like
I think it sounds
there's a
similar
lot
to
of white people
Australia.
in South Africa, innit?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
Yeah.
there's white South Africans.
but I think the South Africans and sort of the New Zealand people.
Oh, sure,
have
even
a
Julia
similar-
Ruth.
Yeah.
Remember, she's South African, but in New Zealand, and I think there's a lot of South Africans.
There's got to be
in-
something
Yeah?
there. Yeah.
But New Zealand is like
in-
there. And
No,
South
but
Africa is
okay.
like here.
No, we're saying there's a lot of them. I think in Australia and in New Zealand and like stuff like that in those countries.
Well, they're not close together, but basically Australia has had close ties with South Africa since the earliest days of European settlement.
Yeah, it has to be.
Them
Yeah.
things there.
Because the accent
there's a lot.
is very like.
Probably has something
Similar.
to do with rugby
Yeah.
as well.
probably.
Do you ever? Yeah. Do you ever wonder? Right. You see that obviously the British went to America, the Portuguese went to America and stuff like that, right? Like, and how did the British sound? Yeah, when they left and went over to America, and how did that turn into the American accent?
And the many American accents.
Yeah, how did that happen?
It's a mystery, bro. It's a mystery.
But when you deep it, it's like, how do accents happen?
Exactly.
Even Ireland.
Bro,
Like,
to be honest,
Cork
yeah,
to Dublin
true.
is drastic.
Yeah,
Cork,
bye.
No, Cork, it sounds like you're singing.
They're singing.
Northern Ireland is
Bye.
Northern Ireland is a question every time. How you doing?
How you doing?
What's your name? My name's Tommy.
They sound excited all the time. No, but like sometimes I even just deep like how were languages made? Like how were languages
That's my
made?
question.
It's in the Bible now.
Is it the Tower of
The
Babel?
Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah, so
beginning of
basically-
It
language?
is. God confused them, so they started speaking different
the tower was
languages.
getting too long. It's getting too
Too long. They went and said that. Too long.
Explain it to those of us who don't know that side of the Bible.
Like when they were trying to build a tower that can reach the heavens. So wait, do you think I'm lying?
God was like, you
No,
know,
I'm just asking.
No, because the way you're saying,
Biblical
No, I'm
story for
genuinely
sure.
asking.
yeah. So they were trying to build a tower that could reach the heavens. So God made them confused. Do you get me? So one guy maybe say Zephaniah. He was speaking Chinese. Habakkuk was speaking Hindu. But it's, no, not Hindu. Sorry, that's a religion.
Hindi.
Hindi.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think Hindi is a
Because
language.
this is the blind leading the blind.
Okay, so is what I'm
Oh no,
gathering.
Kurdish,
Forget.
Oh, Urdu, is it?
Kadraji or something.
Jesus Christ.
One of them speaking Yoruba. Irish.
Can I tell you what's funny
Ask
about that
Gaga, bro.
story though? Like,
Oh my
you have
God.
to deep that these men were working hard together so well, right? That God had to scatter them. So are you thinking that humanity would be more united if there wasn't different languages?
100%.
That's crazy.
I think that scripture does
It'd
say.
be hella boring though.
Yeah, I think the scripture does say that nothing is impossible when everybody's united.
Right.
That
Yeah,
that piece of scripture says that.
Right.
So it's kind of I think we would all be united if we all had one language. But now it's
We would all look the
But
same as well.
Isn't there not like but like languages go into groups? So it all like most languages come from Latin. So like Italian and Portuguese are
No,
very
a lot
similar.
of the
European.
European. Sorry.
Yeah.
European languages. They're all like different. They're just basically different dialects. but not
Yeah,
dialects.
it's like Latin was the base.
Yeah.
And then man just said, okay, we have the French Latin, we have the Spanish Latin. Is it like that type of vibe? Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking
because
don't
it's
think
like
No, I'm
okay,
saying like as
sorry.
in it's how it naturally would have.
yeah, because like
because of people in the
German and Dutch is like they're
Very
very
similar.
similar.
Apparently-
Italian and Portuguese very similar.
Apparently, if you can speak Italian, then picking up Portuguese.
Yeah,
Spanish.
it's the same with
is-
French and Lingala, same
Yeah.
language, but they say it's different.
No, Lingala has to be different. My man and you is not French.
My man-
Remember when Sophie was there and she said one thing and it was still French?
This guy saying
It's the same thing.
French and Lingala.
It's not. Lingala is like
It's Lingala is a derivative.
No,
it's
when the French colonized.
Yeah.
No,
Congo,
Tommy, I know.
Lingala
no,
existed.
No, Tommy, I'm educated. I know.
But how can you say it
How
was
can you be educated
derivative?
and
the same.
make his name- Okay.
Lingala is not. No, I'm gonna get mad.
No, all I know is when
Lingala.
Dongo speaks, it does not sound like the
That's
French.
not French, bro. Nayo, that's
I
not
agree
French,
with what
bro.
you're saying though, Stone, because it's saying that like there's some French in Lingala, like a little bit.
Like
a little bit.
like
Not a
French.
lot.
That's like Yoruba people using
It's like
English
British.
words as a
It's-
but
substitute.
isn't
it-
You're not going to say Yoruba and
Yeah.
English are the
Yeah.
same.
Broken English.
Yeah.
But isn't it like from like
Broken French. There you go.
French.
but isn't it like from like in African countries like there's like Afrikaans is like
That's in
Dutch.
South Africa. South Africa.
Is it, but it's like it's from there's like a little bit of Dutch in there,
I think
and
so.
then like in Angola there's like Portuguese
Portuguese.
because it's all from what countries are colonized.
They
Like,
colonized them.
Or maybe it's just that. Hey, listen, we don't have the English word for computer.
yeah,
In Yoruba,
same
is
way-
there?
Yeah.
The same in English. There's some French words that are English, but we use them in the English language.
Yeah.
cafe,
Cafe.
Serviette.
creche,
Crash.
Serviette.
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 or,
I think it's a
or
ser-
napkin,
I think
or,
it's a serviette.
or napkin.
Whatever my dad says.
Serviette, but as in Nigeria,
Serviette.
Serviette. And what's the one that they put on the head?
Can I tell you
On
what?
the head, on the church.
Beret.
Oh, Chile,
What's that?
Chile, like a
body
jacket.
warmer.
Okay.
Touche.
Touche.
Yeah.
Fiance.
Fiance.
Yeah.
Fiance.
Oh,
Yeah. So really, you're supposed to say that. That's
Beyonce.
my
This is
wife
the
or
first
my.
time.
But
I'm
guys,
courting.
imagine
Beyonce.
the first time I heard that serviette word was I think we were going to KFC, we're doing a drive-through, And like, obviously they gave us our food, and my dad was like, "Oh, you guys don't need serviettes. Why couldn't you say tissue? Like, why couldn't you guys say
get
tissue?"
serviettes. That's crazy, bro.
That's the Queen's English.
I was actually talking about the English language when I first came to Ireland. Yeah, you know when you start hearing words. Yeah. So we'll put in English class.
Paradventure.
But
Guy,
Paradventure.
trafficate.
forget that. It was me and Efosa. Me and him, right? Especially in English
Efosa is a crazy name, bro.
Right.
Efosa is a crazy
And this woman was going through a list of words. No, she was going through a list of words and she just goes, yeah, so a pint. And me and him burst out laughing.
Because you think it was
Oh, it's
Pints.
matter.
But she showed us a pint of beer. We were dying laughing.
Oh, screw it.
It's not trafficate as well.
So
That's a mad one.
even today, right? I was preaching out in a church up north, North Dublin, and I was using sort of a story of being at the precipice of the promised land, right? So it's the edge, right? But
Why not say edge, bro?
hear me on this.
Just say edge, bro.
Hear me, when you're preaching, you don't use your normal lingo. It's like so.
Yeah,
At the
different
precipice of
person.
the promised land, and I said it like 3 times, right? And then at the end, somebody was like, "So like, what did you mean by the precipice?" And I was like, "Yeah, precipice just means the edge." But then
You see, you can't say it that way. You can't just say, "Oh, precipice just means the edge," because it sounds like you're being a dickhead.
yeah, no,
You know
but
what I mean?
I just said it that way anyways, and then they were like, "It seems to be." Listen though, it seems to be like Nigerians have better English than we do, but hear me, because the person,
Voila.
the context of the context is like they know the aunties and uncles. They use KJV English.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
Like
true.
their English is very
Hold on,
like
you say in unison.
it's true,
I'm
really.
reading KJV and I'm struggling.
Yeah.
It's so like
Ye
like talking
of
with-
all the ye.
Thou
Yeah, like,
Whoa.
oh, you're such a prudent person. It's like, hey, what the hell? We've never heard that. But like,
Can I tell you my 2 favorite words? Cognitive and congruent.
Congruent is a nice
I
word.
love those words. I'll be chewing it.
okay, so tell me what's congruent mean? Go for it.
Congruent. So basically, I'll be like,
Now, what does it mean?
your
though?
lifestyle's not congruent with mine.
Okay.
It's not together.
Okay.
Do you know
No
what I'm saying?
mesh, no
Then
balance.
cognitive is like, they don't like me because they have a certain cognitive against me.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know.
I'm not sure if that one is correct.
I don't know if that's
cognitive,
accurate.
cognitive is the way like,
Cognitive bias,
Bias.
maybe.
no, I meant cognitive as in the way they think.
She said that I meant what
She
I
said,
meant.
hey,
And I
listen,
said what I
Look,
said.
look, I could be
I'm
wrong.
right about it.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Is
but
that not
I
like...
think Tommy's like 2 steps ahead of you because I was gonna say
Yeah.
cognitive has
Is that
to
not
do with like
cognitive,
your
like thinking?
brain and thinking.
So cognitive of relating to being or involving conscious intellectual activity.
right, so they have like a certain conscious, like there's something going on.
No. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
Okay,
just
okay.
saying it has to be a cognitive something. It can't just be a cognitive.
She said,
Okay. No, I'm
Say, I'm learning. I'm
Can I tell you
learning.
something? I love knowledge. Pun intended.
tell me.
Hey, no, oh, you don't watch the GTG. They tell you what knowledge means now. You start screaming.
Hey!
You start screaming. Hey.
I don't know.
Knowledge means brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
You got-
I
yeah.
figured. Cognitive.
Hey, yo.
I'm gonna be like, guys, you gave me cognitive.
Yeah.
Who gave you cognitive? Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ o. Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ o.
Just a figure of speech, I guess.
I mean, you need to pick another favorite word though.
I like cognitive and congruent.
I won't lie. Now that cognitive is synonymous with
Yeah, but like,
certain
I
actions.
just
With knowledge.
Can I say something? A lot of people like listen to the pod, glory be to God, and they obviously know that we say research. So sometimes I'll be talking, I'll be like, oh yeah, I actually did research on this, and they'll be like, Demi, what do you mean? You did
Even me
research?
on the phone.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like,
Sometimes
Yeah.
you're talking to me and I'm like,
Yes,
huh?
I
man.
did research on biscuits. But like,
Damn.
Right.
I would
What
know.
you
You
into?
would know
What
something
you
like
into,
that,
sister?
isn't
I
it?
just segregate it. Like, I meant, because I hear it. We started something, we have to finish it.
Yeah, I really like research.
research is
Like
actually really.
As in,
I
wait,
actually
you
listen
like
as
to like what? What'd you say?
Well,
You like study? You're studious.
No,
right.
as in, do you like research? As in researching the word, researching things, or
I like
researching the
I
action?
like 2 of the researches.
well,
Because you
I
just said I
always
like
think-
research and smiled, and then you look like you're engaged.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay. Are you back in college, or is that like?
Okay, I like the way we use research.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I also like research
Right.
because I got homework. So,
Right.
like, so,
Research is knocking, bro.
Yeah, so instead of using those vulgar
Vulgar
words,
terms.
I hate those words.
you know,
Ew.
we use.
But you do those words.
Hey.
You said
You are researching now.
no, but like
Research and development. I can't hear what you do.
I am with the Lord.
you know what's so
How was
funny?
your Valentine's Day?
Oh, sorry. I can't. Wait, we're gonna ask that in a second. We'll give us a sec. You're gonna be an amazing pastor, bro.
Honestly,
Can you hate what you do?
No, but you know what? Like it's just in the Bible. We do what we hate to do.
That doesn't mean you should continue to do what you hate. That you do.
Shall we
Every
continue
time
saying?
I'm doing what my body wants to do.
I'm screaming.
Are you continuing soon?
Someone used conclusion in a sentence with me the other day.
Conclusion.
Yeah.
Why is that bad?
To conclude.
No, like
Oh,
yeah.
I hear it. That's crazy. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I hear.
What?
I hear.
Conclusion.
what does conclusion mean?
Hey, wait,
Conclusion. You conclude.
Oh, conclusion.
Finishing the essay, innit?
Okay.
Oh, guys.
At the end of research, when everyone concludes, and then it's a
no, that's
successful
too far.
research
That's
research
too-
for
Me and I
project.
know. I just like.
No, because I won't lie to you because I won't lie. I had a pure mind. You were saying the
You
sentence.
had,
I promise.
okay, yeah.
you.
Wait, last week.
I find that really hard. to
When
believe.
did you have a pure mind?
I had a
When did they spoil you?
No, when you no, can I say something?
When did you go off?
It was so funny. But obviously, he said a sentence. He said, "Oh yeah," and like obviously, conclusion was at the end. I said, "Oh yeah, okay, I agree with you. This is the and conclusion." And he was like, "No, I don't think you got it." I was like, "What do you mean?" Oh, conclusion. But yeah, moving on. You were talking about something. Let me see.
Valentine's Day. Yeah, no. Everyone spend it with their partners.
Yeah.
No. Why is it funny?
Wait, Demi, you didn't answer.
I spent. Thank God. God has blessed me with a friend that has her birthday's on Valentine's Day. So what I mean?
No, you
you
cop
do-
up.
You did Valentine's.
So-
Talk to me about the Valentine's
I
thing,
had
no,
sushi,
because
it
I'm
was
not really
nice.
for it, man. I'm not really for it. Like,
Why are you hating? Because you have
Why-
a girl. You can't hate.
not
you can't
even,
stop me for it.
not even that, bro. Like grow up. Like, I think it's like, bro, you don't have a Valentine's Day at home and chill, like relax, like be sad. Like,
So you're saying
I watched
Valentine's just like a romantic thing.
yeah, it's not for girl them. It's not.
I
for
read
you
an
guys.
article of this Chinese guy. Like, this is the definition of a true hater.
Go for it.
Wherever he was in China, in the cinema close to his house, he bought every other
Read
seat.
this.
So he bought all the odd seats.
Yeah. So there was no one.
Yeah.
No
So,
one could sit together.
but
Yeah,
like
man.
when they came and they saw maybe that 10 minutes into the movie.
You need to understand the
wouldn't have booked
nature
it.
of the country. They're very strict rule following people. So like if they're taking over sets 5, they're gonna sit on 5.
That's so tough.
But even they won't even book it, right? You might not book it because you'd have seen that
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
the seat beside you is
So he
gone.
booked every odd seat so no couples could sit together.
What a waste of money.
But to be honest, that thing
You
in the
hurt him.
cinema is quite restricting. Like, do you know the thing you put the drinks in? That kind of, it's not even fun.
Demi,
One
it's
guy-
a cinema.
One guy put
It's
his
for
hand around
watching
me like
movies.
this, right? I was uncomfortable.
Because your side is digging
Yeah,
into the
because
yoke. Yeah.
I hear you. I hear
You
you.
get me? So-
But get the couch. Get the couch.
Yeah, it's
cinemas.
like,
Yeah.
go
Like
get
sit.
on.
Yeah, get the
I'm
couch.
still in the
on.
ghetto, sorry. I don't have the couch
Because I didn't know better.
What? Have you?
Cinemas in Tala.
Yes, in
Of all
Tala.
places, I should go
Yeah.
there.
Hey,
Well, you said the ghetto, so I said compared to Tala.
and the couch was in Tala. It's like, yeah, you might have popcorn thrown down your neck,
Yeah.
but like you'll enjoy the movie, and your
Yeah.
boyfriend will hug you, like as in, you know,
To protect you.
he has to protect you.
That is so
Have you ever been to the Stellar? The Stellar one of that mine.
the other one is
Yeah,
so
it's
nice.
very nice.
Expensive
The
though.
diner.
Those cocktails are not worth it.
I didn't even get water. Where's the camera? Water. I've gone there and I'm thinking, yeah, do you know what? It's a light. I think we got the nice seat or whatever it is, watching one of the old. I think it was The Notebook.
That's a nice movie,
It's a
bro.
good movie,
That's a
and I'm
good-
not gonna. We'll talk about that in a second because I did get emotional.
Yeah.
Notebook?
I don't
That's
blame
my
you,
second time
bro.
watching it.
I don't blame you, bro.
I
It's a
didn't
good
second time
movie.
watching
for
it.
me.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Like I knew this was.
You
a
don't
key-
seem like the type that get emotional about.
I'm actually very emotional.
Really? No, bro, it's
She
serious.
is.
Bro, it's
Two
same
of us
way.
are.
Same way.
I think after the
Fault in our
Trap
stars. Ah, yeah.
Huh?
I think out of the three, I'm probably the least emotional, but the Notebook didn't really. I don't
Rose,
even remember it.
Emotional about like watching stuff. Don't lie.
About watching stuff, yeah.
Love it. But what were you crying about the other? Remember we were watching Dating on the
They were dating
Spectrum?
on the spectrum, but you two, you crying on that one. But even you were shocked that I was crying, weren't you?
Yeah. Okay.
Grey's Anatomy? Anybody watch Grey's
stop
Anatomy?
messing with
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it emotional? Is it?
No, like that. That thing. No, if you want to get emotional, watch Grey's Anatomy.
Watch the episode where Patrick Dempsey dies.
Oh no, I actually can't talk about
That
it.
one, I cried. That one I cried.
Yeah.
No, I didn't cry. I sobbed. Like it was
cried.
like it was my lover. Like I sobbed.
But I think that's because you build like an emotional bond to that character.
And,
But, like,
those shows are like 12 seasons long as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
20.
It's
Bro,
up to
20.
season
Yeah,
20 now.
So you grow a personal feeling for the guy. That's why it's saying
It's
you feel
not-
like your
it's
lover.
Dr. McDreamy?
It's not-
Excuse me?
It's not even.
Doctor who?
McDreamy, that's what he's called
The
in the
only
show.
doctor I know is
Dr.
Jesus Christ.
McDreamy.
Oh, like Patrick Dempsey's
He is a handsome
Is
man.
he Irish?
he's a looker.
Nah, he
Well,
looks- he
he's
looks good.
definitely
He's good
got
looking.
Irish heritage
sounds-
to him.
it
sounds
definitely.
He's a
Dempsey.
look. Listen, he's a looker.
And that's him now. So imagine 20 years ago.
It's good.
Oh wait, he's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
he's
Oh, then
good.
probably
Do you
Yeah.
know he
It's
actually
good
the
meal.
reason why he is no longer in Grey's Anatomy is because he was having an affair?
With
That's what I
someone,
got.
with someone on set.
Well, yeah.
It makes sense.
That's,
That's 20 years.
that's
20
what
years.
happens with all those like
I hear
long
it.
Your
shows.
work wife becomes,
Your
20
wife-
years.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah. That's
I
why.
hear it.
That's why he got.
That's the same with Scandal, Olivia and Fitz.
No, but that's
They.
supposed.
Oh my God.
No.
That relationship is.
Have you ever watched
amazing.
Scandal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's
I'm sorry.
chemistry
No,
is
I don't
too much.
care.
That
I don't care.
chemistry is too much.
I don't.
Too
If,
much.
I'm
It's
here
good,
for it.
it's good acting.
It's that show made me realize that I couldn't date
An
an
actor.
actress.
It was too much.
I couldn't.
Too
I
much, my
agree.
guy.
Yeah, no, some things are too much in it. Yeah.
Like that's real life.
What you guys because we've skipped over a lot of things,
Yeah,
right?
a lot.
But still come back to your Valentine's.
Valentine's.
Yeah, we'll come back to
Okay.
Valentine's, right? But and we're gonna go to this topic in a bit later on. But
It's a scam. Why did you have guys for Valentine's? It's girls that you got. Are you
you know, it's girls' month.
Why did you sniff like that?
really seem like it was.
So only
Sorry.
girls can be on this month.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, land.
yeah. So the Stella Cinema
Yes.
is very expensive.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Bro, so I feel like
For one ticket?
for one ticket is like 21 quid.
That's a
For
mortgage.
cinema.
It's a mortgage.
Mortgage. Like,
And so-
God.
That's minus like food and
Yeah,
stuff.
so then
Yeah.
all right, I'm like, okay, we get cheeky nachos. We get cheeky drink. We get
That's
cheeky.
80 euro. And that's like,
Yeah.
Promise you,
yeah,
80 quid was spent. 80 quid was spent.
Cinema is expensive.
Can you sneak?
That's okay.
Can you sneak popcorn in? Is it one of those?
You probably
cinemas?
could.
No,
yeah.
you definitely
If you bring
could,
your
but
bag.
Bring-
like them are like as in like you order your food and like they bring it to your table.
That's
You're paying for
that's
service.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Bringing
Service,
nachos
yeah.
like this on the.
But the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
thing
100.
I don't like about the style is the fact that they show really old movies.
Yes.
Like I want, if I'm
Show
going to
some
pay
new
that
stuff
price,
in.
show the new stuff.
Show the new stuff
Yeah.
for sure, for
I can watch
sure.
this in my house.
They don't,
Yeah.
they don't have the rights.
Yeah. So, as in, okay, yeah,
Out
right.
to the movie.
Is the Stellar Cinema? It's in a hotel, is it? Is in?
I don't know. It's just
No, there's a diner.
Right,
There's like a
diner.
Stella
Yeah.
franchise
She's
in
just like she
general.
wants to do. What do you guys have a word for foreplay?
It's not.
Knowledge.
Tommy,
And
what's
then-
going
and
on?
then go upstairs for research.
Tommy, why'd you go there?
Why would you ask if it's in a hotel?
Maybe she thought it was in a hotel, no? Maybe she thought it was in a hotel.
I've never been to the. I don't know if I've been there. I went on a work like some venue invited my work out to view the space, and I'm not sure if I went there or because they gave us popcorn. Like that.
Wait, read.
So you thought it was not.
If they give you popcorn, it doesn't mean it's a cinema.
Oh my god.
And I was like, but I remember the place I went to was in a hotel, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably not the cinema.
No, so I've actually never been. Sorry, I take it back.
Was it in Rat Mind?
Yeah, Mines or Ranelagh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's close.
Yeah, I just think it might be a hotel. I give you popcorn.
I was just
No.
about to say Stella a hotel.
No, I don't think so. So we went. So we're talking about these actors and actresses getting into affairs and stuff like that. But actually, before that, I was actually trying to find out: do you man like cry at like man them boys? Do you guys cry when it's like really really deep? And if you do, why?
At what? Like at movies?
Yeah, like have you ever
Like,
cried at one?
I wouldn't cry, but I would get like emotional. Like
filled up.
I'll feel something.
Yeah.
Like
I
no,
don't believe him.
like no. Honest, for no book, I felt something heavy.
And why? And why? Was it while you were in a relationship?
Well, I watched it with my girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Fault in Our Stars, I was in a relationship and I felt.
Same.
that
same.
one.
I felt my heart pulling.
Should I tell you what brought me to tears?
Oh, like you actually like.
No. Oh yeah, I shed a tear.
Yeah, no. For
Both
me,
eyes.
nothing's come out though. But
Yeah.
like it's been here.
Have you guys watched This Is Us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
What was that?
It's a TV
sounds
show.
familiar.
Yes.
Nah, I probably haven't.
I knew it was
No,
sad.
I
stayed
promise
away.
you, it is the most beautiful
It's-
writing you've ever seen on a TV show.
What's it about?
It's just the lives of
follow a
a family
So
that
then-
adopted one child.
Yeah, so she was,
And they follow them all throughout to
Yeah.
adulthood. Basically to the mother's death, right?
yeah. So basically, she was supposed to have triplets, and then one of the triplets dies. But on the same day the triplet died, there was a black child who was left at the front of like a fire station. So she adopts the black child because she was like, I always had plans to take home 3 babies anyways. So then they followed the journey of like a white family raising a black kid as well. Their father dies.
But
And
like the way that story is told.
when he dies saving his children as well. Like he was the most perfect man, the most perfect husband, their love, then the kids going into their own separate families and their love and how they raise their children. It's just so beautiful.
I promise you.
It's on Netflix.
It's on
Disney
Disney
Channel Plus.
Disney.
This is-
You would
This
not
is
regret
This
it.
is us.
This is us.
I can give y'all my
This is
Disney
something I'm
Channel.
gonna watch.
Y'all can go watch it. I've watched it
But
already.
it's
Bro,
even
I'm sold.
It's
It's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
It is so
Oh,
good.
it's so good.
it's like the certain things. Like for example, right? I've watched Notebook twice. I've watched The Fault in Our Stars as well. But the Notebook, the first time I watched it, it was just because of like, whoa, that was her. Like as in, she's the one that's
That movie
the
was
story's
sad,
about,
bro.
and Noah and whatever it is, right?
Sad,
So that was like that's a sad but a lovely sort of something about that made that pulled on me. But then you watch it with your girl. No, my girl's just like easy. She's watching like that's a good movie. And she like she was watching like oh man. But I'm watching it thinking flip. Like it's no longer about the storyline anymore. It's about like real life now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
it makes
I'm
you
now
fancy.
deep in it in reality.
But to be honest, I think that's why, like, let's say I remember 2 movies where, like, I cried. There's one where, like, you know that famous actress, she went to Italy. She met a guy in Italy and he was a chef. And he got
That's
cancer.
serious.
The one on Netflix.
Right?
Halle Berry.
Yeah. And the reason, like, mind you, like, God forbid I ever experienced something like that. But, like, you really tap in and this is people's lives.
Real
Like,
life. Yeah.
You realize that he lived that bit longer because of
Yeah,
the love she
Yeah.
had for him.
Yeah,
You get me?
yeah.
Like, obviously you're with your guys. Even when you're single, it hurts more. At least you're watching a sad movie. You're with your girl, like you know, it's okay. This could never be me. I'm with my girl. I'm happy.
Yeah.
But when you're single, you're watching these. The tears are even heavy. There's this one other movie
From
with this-
scratch. That's what that one's
From
called.
scratch. There's another
Netflix.
movie with the girl from Jane the Virgin and this other black guy. And I just cried because first of all, I've never even experienced a love like this before.
Okay, so you're just mourning.
But you know what?
Say no, you've never had
Say
it.
you're just
Those
mourning.
movies that you actually think does love like this exist?
It does.
Yeah.
I thought it. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It does.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but I just
What's
feel
that? Can you stop filling me with all this hope and promises? 'Cause
No,
what's
it
the
does.
proof I'm going to find this
Nah,
kind
for
of
real,
love?
you will. Like, as in, like,
Well, testament to it
testament to
now.
it. Yeah, like,
I want to ask real quick, are you guys lover boys? Would you say?
Huh?
Are you lover boys?
Was it come on you?
yeah, it was. Yeah. And I clocked it. I clocked it.
lover boy at all.
No, bro.
They will shock you.
I saw what you did for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. He's a bad
We
boy.
thank
He's a
God.
bad
We thank
boy.
God. We thank God.
No,
But they will shock you.
I'm not. I'm definitely a lover boy.
this
But
fella
like,
puts pen to paper.
yeah, no, I do all that. Like, yeah. Like,
Okay, you know what? I hear it.
But it's like
He just shows it in different
What's
ways.
that word? Prosperous. What's that word you used?
what?
Never mind.
Precipice.
Precipice. You put that in the.
No, I wouldn't put it in. No.
I'm
Tommy is childish, man. Tommy is
just go
childish.
prosperous. Talking about
Prosperous.
Jenny's English.
Precipice. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, like being a lover, like I think here's the thing. I think every girl like likes a guy to be a certain way to them, right? Right?
Yeah. I'm going to need you obsessed.
Okay, so that's what you won't get from
Upset,
someone like
like
me.
how? Like what level of upset? Like
That-
explain that.
I don't know. I feel like the level's a bit techie, but it's like I want you to want to text me all the time. Don't text me all the time, though. Like, but I want you.
I'm
I
busy-
want
I've
you to
considered-
be like
You know what?
missing me all
You
the
want
time.
obsession with restraint.
Yes,
Balance.
and I need to be the one to restrain it.
Also, let me tell you now, he's not gonna want to text you all the time. He's not gonna want to talk to you all the time.
No, at the start though, at the start he's gonna be the
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
text you.
the
all the
Yeah,
time.
but I
yeah.
can't handle you. See, that's why I said I want you. I didn't say text me all the time.
You see, this is how irrational I believe, respectfully, women are sometimes.
We are.
Because like obsession and restraint are two things that don't work hand in hand.
Right.
You're looking for two things
That's breaking it down for you.
There needs to be balance.
But you're looking for two
No, can I
things
say
that
something?
are
Like,
opposite.
Men work in balance. Women work in balance.
Let me explain that. Go. Explain the balance. Because now you're using French.
We know what we mean. We all know what we mean. We all know what we mean. But men just don't get it.
No,
Clear
I believe
cut.
that you know what you mean.
Explain.
Now make me understand.
Explain.
So like basically, men are very logical, right?
Yeah.
So the L in balance is for logic. Whereas,
Can't believe. Well, no, land.
Land.
I have the headache
and then
already,
with
mate.
women, right? You see how I said balance? It makes no sense. Women, but it works.
Okay, so you just say women does not make sense.
At least
You said it. You said
At
it.
least yourself for women.
Women don't make sense, but it works.
doesn't make sense to men.
It works.
How can something
Men are still here.
Wait, how can something that doesn't make sense work?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Sometimes when I'm fighting with my babes, like, and I'll be like, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that, and then he'd just be like, Reed, what do you want? And I just go, I don't know.
Honestly,
No, right.
you
And then he goes,
look, see,
and then he goes,
that does my head in because like you're not a baby. Like articulate yourself.
We're just a girl.
no, but
No,
it's like,
you can't use that excuse. You see when life is really life in, yeah? I don't want to hear like I'm not dealing with a you. Yeah? Like, no, what do you want?
You're a 20-something-year-old
Wait,
woman.
like are you hungry?
Yes.
Yes. What would you like to eat?
KFC.
Thank you. That's human interaction.
no, because
Serviette.
that's a lie.
Serviette.
It's a lie because if it's I'll be like, okay, what do you want to eat? And then I'll be like, sushi. I don't want sushi.
No, he says that.
Yeah.
No, that's different. That's different. You're having a disagreement.
Okay,
Can I tell you
so
what?
just choose the food and I'll pick some.
No,
Because-
that never works.
Why?
From experience,
Yeah.
that
It
never
never
works.
Can I tell you something though? Can I tell you something? Women always know what we want, right? We know what we want, but it's just so fun.
Now my head is spinning.
Playing the long
Now my
game.
head is
Do you
spinning.
know what?
That's why
Back to food.
I always do process of elimination. With my missus.
But I tried that. She said she don't want anything there.
No. I was like, okay, what cuisine are we looking for? Do you want a Chinese today or pizza or tacos? Do you know what I mean? If we now break it down, I was like, okay, where do you want to go eat? We know it's Chinese now. Hey, okay, let's go for Chinese.
Very simple with food.
See,
it's
I
not
like
always that easy,
picking
though.
food. Like I like eating everything. Question for the guys: do you like sharing your food?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Depends
if
what
there's
is.
enough, man.
I've just,
What
do you
you
know
not
what?
gonna share?
You see that fight? I've decided I will never have it. My food is yours.
No.
It's not worth it.
No.
There's
Him
another
and
question.
his wife.
He knows his rights.
It's
Another
different.
question.
It's different.
If your babe orders a drink and then you order a drink, but she doesn't like hers, are you willing to swap?
Send it back.
Am I willing to swap my drink?
Yeah.
Why did you get a drink you don't like? That's your fault.
This guy's too
Deal
logical.
with these consequences.
Too much
no?
balance.
No,
Need
send
balance.
it back. Just say, tell the way you don't like your
Or
drink.
just get another drink that you
no.
like.
Yeah, I don't like.
And give me the one you don't like.
Yeah.
No, I have to.
No, but like, say you don't like it as well. Like, so my thing is that why am I swapping? Why are we swapping?
Like, why,
No, but
why must I
if I
suffer?
taste it and I like it, I'll swap.
Yeah, if you like it.
If I like it.
But if you don't like
If I don't
it,
like it, I'm not swapping.
right? So she has to deal
Just
with
get
it.
another drink.
It's like, why do you want your man to suffer for your mistake?
No.
Listen, it's all about balance.
It's not balance. No, I just think some of the stuff are like.
I do admit it's not fair. Like,
Yeah.
I will openly say it's not fair.
Or
But
just-
still, I want you to...
She goes, it's not fair, but that's
I
how
hear
I
it.
want it to
Ozzy,
be.
you're living in fairy tale land.
But I think it's just the language that we
It's just a Lulu.
is the two different languages we speak,
Lulu.
right? And I think the whole goal always should be
speak the
let's
same
try and speak the same language. So you
Oh,
talk,
I thought the goal was to make the women happy.
no,
No.
because
Sorry.
you can have a man that makes you happy but is resentful of you, like he just makes you happy because but his happiness is not being cared for.
And the worst thing I think guys are used to the idea of suffering. A lot of guys are, right? It's just I believe so anyway. Just part of our bringing. Yeah, just suffer for your family. Da, 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 da.
Is that why you guys can live on like a mattress on the floor and
100%,
TV with no
100%,
man?
Yeah.
100%.
Like,
I live on custard biscuits. I said
yeah,
biscuits.
everything else is just flavor. Like the truth, no, at the end of the day, I am not hungry. The problem is solved.
Yeah.
Like I'm sleeping and it's relatively comfortable. I can sleep and I can wake up.
Yeah,
The rest is just flavor.
yeah.
I lost my point. Yes, but
Sorry.
you don't want a guy that just suffers for you because
Yeah, no.
because it's just like, you know what, I don't want her to shout.
No one should be suffering.
Yeah.
and then you just.
So that's-
I think, but see, I don't look at you drinking the drink I don't like as suffering. I feel like that's
Okay, so, but Ross, you drinking the drink, is this suffering?
no, but I'll drink
Okay,
it. But that's what I'm
No,
saying.
but
But there's
okay, you
certain
drink-
things
you
like
drinking the
I will
drink-
still drink it. I won't argue over
Yeah,
it. Like it's
yeah.
not that deep. But I'm saying it would be nice.
Yeah, but I think the thing is, it's never
Drink
that
water,
one
it should be
situation.
drinking healthy
It's
stuff.
a culmination of.
Yeah, it's multiple.
Do you get me? Like it may not bother him. It probably bothers him on a scale of 1 to 10. It's probably 1. But like 10 ones is a 10
It's a
overall.
10. It's a
Do you
10.
know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
like
So,
all
like,
together.
You see
I
that
heard.
situation Roz explained, right? Guys are just so easygoing that you can do stuff like just take my drink. I don't want it. I want yours.
Yeah, 100%. No, we're not. We're, like when we're saying this, we're like more time we're giving our drink to the girl, right? Or
Yeah.
or it was just some sort of like compromise. I guess the whole goal, as I was saying, was that when there is something that's going wrong, right? I'm going to sort of concede, but I also want to know that you concede when, like, on the flip side, or even in this situation that you can also concede. That's not always me conceding, because if it's always me conceding, I now feel like this whole thing is about me conceding and not you conceding. And so you and hear me on this, like, you always get in your way is not a good thing. I don't think in relationships, because then you're training.
Sorry, elaborate. Getting in your way.
Yeah, right. So like, for example, every time, like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do things for your girl, or like, as in, of course, like, these are like, be chivalrous and be thing. But if everything that is up for sort of a debate or like sort of a conversation goes her way all the time because you don't want to offend her or say no, then you're
in trouble.
You're creating a bad system, because later on,
That's what we talk about.
The resentment.
because later on you're like, and you just learned to, let her walk
You're enabling.
all of you. Yeah, it's enabling that sort of thing.
Funny enough, I read a dilemma of a similar situation like that. So couple, they're married and stuff. His best mate cheats on his wife.
Class. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
His best mate cheats on his wife.
So like John's best mate cheats on his wife, and then John's wife Sarah goes, "I don't want you to be friends with him anymore.
Okay, fair.
I don't think you should be relating to people that would cheat on their wives."
Fair.
And he's just like, "No, but that's my best mate from since I've been young. I can't just cut him off like this.
Fair.
He made a mistake. Da da da." She goes, basically, if he wants peace in this home, end the friendship.
Yeah.
He ends the friendship.
Yeah.
He resents her for it, right?
Yeah.
But her best mate cheats on her husband.
She doesn't leave.
And he just goes, oh, no, sorry. And when he cuts his mate off, by the way, he says, I hope that when the tables turn, you will make the same decision that I've made. Right?
And the
Tables turned. And then he goes, well.
Man was
She
sure
cheat-
that she was going to cheat.
so
I know Vanessa.
her best mate cheated, and he just goes, yeah, I need you to cut her
And she
off.
didn't.
And she goes, no. And she goes, but that's my friend. She made a mistake. It's not her fault. And he goes, yeah, but when I said it's to you, you told me to cut him off. And then he just packs his bag and leaves. Like,
Left
Rightfully so.
your marriage.
That's crazy.
well, yeah. The story is he left the house. I don't know what preceded, but for
crazy.
the life of her, she could not understand why.
No, see, I think that dramaticness is warranted for something like that. Like she wasn't willing to listen to his side at all. I think it's a bit crazy saying to break. Number one, everyone's human. Like no sin is greater than the other.
Yeah.
Like
I think my whole thing is like, okay, cool. I understand if, for example, if John is cheating on his wife and John is like proper like gassed about it, like that, like he's even like almost encouraging you to do the same type of vibe. Like there's no remorse to what
Like
he's
some of
done.
the Nigerian men we know, or we've heard about.
From other countries.
you don't. It's all like
Flip, like you just like that was like it.
No, but
Like I was
no lie
running. I
was
was running,
told.
and you just.
I'm sorry.
no lie was told though.
But
No lie
I
was
know
told.
lie was told, but like
Yeah.
it's like yeah, it's different if John is sort of like being very sort of like braggadocious about what he's done. I could understand saying like I don't want that I don't want you to be in that environment. I definitely can understand that. But if he's as you said, someone's made the mistake, a bad decision, really bad decision, and say he's like I'm not on that, I'm trying to change or whatever it is. Well, would you ask your man to stay away from him?
A compromise there would be, let's say, for example, I don't want you going out with John, nights out or hanging out past 9 p.m. However, he can come over, have some tea. He can, he can go shopping. You guys can go
4 o'clock.
Yeah, you guys can go shoe shopping, and you guys can play games. But clubbing,
As if they're 12 years old. You guys can play games.
I'll be like, yo, piss off me.
No, she goes has the PlayStation.
You know what I mean?
Game of
And the game,
hours, for 2
and the game
hours.
is gonna be played in our house. You know what I'm saying? Like you can hang out with him, but in spaces where he can cheat and influence you to cheat, you can't do that.
But if you're gonna be influenced, then you're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
my
Like,
husband- like,
I
God
think
forbid,
you
he's
have to
gonna
have
do
the
it.
like. You do not have to have trust in your partner.
Yeah.
No, I
because
trust-
it's like if you're gonna say, "Oh, your friend cheats," so then you're gonna cheat. It's like if like the person that I'm gonna
That
be
just
with
opens the door
anyways.
to madness.
No, but I even
Yeah.
think it's on the guy as well to like,
Take accountability.
yeah, look at your friend. Because if I hear one of you boys cheat now, yeah, God forbid, they would never do that. I know my boys can never do that. If I hear it, I'll be shocked. But then it'll be a different thing if they're now bragging about it. I'll be like, bro, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you bragging about something like that? So
That,
I think,
that make me feel bad uncomfortable. Like,
yeah, you
like,
know,
be like,
and especially because we know everyone's relationship.
Yeah.
So now when we're with your girl, we looking at you like, yeah, whoa, wow, that kind of vibe. Once you get to that stage,
once you get
rough.
to yawowa,
Yeah.
Well, guys be doing that.
That's because they're cheating
that's gonna cheat. Like,
Guys be doing that.
I've seen a girl come to the to the you know
to the SU, yeah,
flips.
for sure. No, come on, man. The SU,
Like that, yeah?
No, I see, but man, them just say like, yeah, like yawowa is like our wife.
So yeah, it'd be like one of your boys is taking a girl seriously, so you'd be like, oh, that's
That's our wife.
Like,
But it's
wifey.
now it's like really more so like, yeah, like as in a yawawa, but means I know what your brother is. I know what he's doing, and he's doing.
he's out
He's
here.
running rings. He's running
Yeah.
rings outside, and
taking that for a mug.
we're giving you a hug and we're smiling to your face. Like
Yeah,
it's sort of like
that happens.
it's mad, you know. Speaking of sort of what marriage and sort of vibe. Usher and Alicia Keys.
Oh, the way
Are you
the way
man
he
alright
hugged
with
her.
that?
Okay, I've come to a realization.
Wait, he hugged her from behind as well. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's
Behind
key.
Sniffing her neck, bro.
key.
I'm
Oh, that's
sniffing her
key.
neck.
And
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 wait,
you know they dated when they were younger.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They actually
and bro,
did. My
bro,
boo's
she
real.
was shining her teeth. She was like,
She was getting flashbacks.
Can I tell you something though? Like with this whole industry, right? You already know it's already rasclat. Everything is performative.
I
You
hear
get me?
it. I
So
hear it.
this thing will now be trendy. You now
I
everyone will
know,
now go.
but don't use my
the views.
relationship to perform.
But you see, her man stood out there and he was like, he took the heat and
Hold
took
on,
it well.
wait.
That's like that Adam 22 situation.
Yeah.
You come online, you're shining teeth, but
That
you're
Adam
going in your bed, you're
Your
crying.
wife is getting dogged.
You're crying in your sleep. Yeah, you're even crying in your
Dogged.
dream.
But what would you guys rather? It on TV or behind closed doors?
Not at
every
all.
Tuesday.
Hey, Tuesday.
for open Sunday, bro.
Sorry.
Say like a Thursday.
Thursday.
Not at all.
Of course. But they're gonna kill you.
Singleness.
You're choosing death. You're choosing death.
No, he's cheating.
No, hit me on TV because I'll flip it. I'll flip
Right.
it.
You
Yeah,
can't flip it when
like,
it's.
But people are laughing. I
Don't
will
do that
laugh
to be
at
flip.
you.
I hear it.
Bro,
No, I
honestly,
hear it.
I know you will come to me holding your wife's hand and I'll separate your hand.
You know what? So I've watched the Super Bowl. I've watched his performance, and I watched it in the whole thing,
Yeah.
without any memes or stuff like that, right? And she's come on. She done thing. They sang my boot together. Usher. Now again, I know how Usher performs with women. We've seen his Vegas residency.
Yeah.
He's been doing it. It's not like new for
Wait,
Usher.
can I even drop a bomb? Do you know Usher left the Super Bowl and got married straight
Yeah,
after?
got married.
In Vegas.
Usher got married
Straight
that night.
after.
wasn't married
Straight
before?
after
Yeah, because
that
in
performance.
Vegas you can pick up you can get married on the day.
Yeah.
Like you just get a certificate, a license.
Him and his wife.
Yeah, just got married straight after. But I'm watching the whole thing, right? And I'm thinking, when Usher's doing this, I'm not thinking about Swiss Beats. I'm not thinking that this is wild. I'm actually not. And then it was, I said, wait, this woman is married.
He's a married
He's a married woman. You know what I mean? I was like, my thing then was, I understand Usher's an entertainer. He's a performer. He's going to, and especially he serenades women on stage. So it's part of his act. It's not strange for Usher to do that. And she wasn't sort of, she wasn't
loving it.
whining on him. She just did that, my boo. She just touched his chest more.
Not like that, Sha.
Okay, so she just did small. That was all she did. But Usher came behind her. That's the issue. And he's come at her neck, bro.
They
And
even
he was rubbing her
rubbing
fupa.
her fupa, bro.
Should I tell you?
Ay, ay, ay.
Should I tell you what issue I have with Usher?
That's my fupa.
Like,
That's mine. That's mine.
but that's my. So I have two issues, right? First of all, F Usher. right? Because it's mad that's his brand. His brand is any woman, married, single. I don't care who your husband is.
Don't leave a girl around me. She'll
She's
play for
gonna
real.
get it.
Anyone
Yeah.
can get
Right?
it.
That's a mad brand. And secondly, you have to be an insecure man.
I'm
What?
insecure
No.
then. I'm insecure.
I'm insecure. Don't wrap your hand around my missus and I have her smiling like that. She's never smiled for
On
me.
stage, on the biggest stage.
On the biggest stage of your-
people,
Bro.
I think that was the most watched
Most
Super
views,
Bowl
yeah, most
as
views,
well.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, no, I hear it. If a man says he's uncomfortable with that,
yeah,
like,
it's
I
not-
hear it.
Yeah, it's not looking good, bro. But did you guys see the way Drake... Did you guys see when
Oh my
Drake
God.
kissed Sexy Red's
Pregnant belly?
Pregnant belly.
Yeah, I was confused. Like, is that his kid?
No.
That's just
Because that's rude.
weird.
No, because
It's
I'm
weird as well,
But
seeing
it's Drake. It's very on brand for Drake.
Yeah.
In fact, let's talk about the
No,
leak, right?
kissing
One
any-
sec.
No, hey,
We've already talked about that one now.
We ain't talking about no leak.
No,
No,
but
say- what are you saying?
I just wanted to say that I thought he had one out already because it's such a Drake thing. That's what I want to say. We can move on.
People are saying he leaked himself.
Facts.
Yeah,
He just wanted to
Kissing a
show the
pregnant
what I have.
woman's
Right.
bump.
yeah,
Wild.
it's weird. Like,
No, it's not
and,
even-
and it's not even your you. That's weird. That's weird.
It's crazy.
100%.
Crazy.
But then why is she letting him kiss it as well? Like,
because
But
she said,
I think
"F
the
my
man is in
baby
jail
dead.
or something.
F my baby
I think the baby
dead."
dad's in jail or something.
See, like,
it's not wild then.
Sexy Red is already on that side of the
Yo.
world.
Yeah, I think it's red already.
Mad.
It's
Yeah,
already red.
Like I had to mute the word "sexy red" from my Twitter.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't like saying.
I don't even see it.
Yeah, sexy red. Is
I
mad.
see how it's crazy.
Yeah, but sexy red, like go on. Don't make mistake and see a tweet and go on a comment. Don't make that mistake.
Oh, really?
Don't make that
Why?
mistake.
What was in the
Oh,
comments?
that's
just-
porn, is it?
Porn. She just tells people.
yeah?
She just tells people, "Oh, show me what y'all doing, or show me what you got."
And people to show her what they are doing.
Bro, easy,
That's crazy.
easy.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's mad.
Twitter is the
This is-
devil's
this is
playground.
a
It's the devil's
crazy place.
playground.
Mad.
But,
That's why they call it X now.
excellent.
It makes
On
sense.
brand, on brand.
Makes sense.
But no, wait, so this was the reason I brought that up is because we were talking about the actress thing as well, right? Like scandal and that whole thing being like super, like it feels too real. Obviously, we know that some of these things aren't real, right? Or in terms of like, some of these people don't go off and have affairs with these people. They just
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
it's just work. It's just
act-
a job. Yeah, yeah.
acting and stuff, all this type of things there. But I can see because I sort of have a view into performance and arts.
You can
I
understand.
can understand
So can I.
it
So can
being
I.
just like, again, for example, if Usher is this genius, marketing genius, he says, "I'm gonna pull up behind you, do this, and this is gonna do rounds, and it's gonna be the most viewed thing, whatever it is."
Yeah, but
And
shouldn't. So I guess my thing is like in higher.
I'm sorry, Swiss Beats is in that industry, so he completely gets it. Whereas Keke Palmer's baby dad is not in the industry.
get it.
She doesn't-
He didn't get it.
Yeah.
He says, "You're a mom." You know what I mean?
I wanted to. Sorry,
Sorry,
no,
guys.
you know, go ahead. It was on you. Okay. I wanted to say real quick because even in this small island, right?
Let's go,
Demi,
Let's go.
Demi.
Go inside.
Start
I already know what this
and
going.
go.
Preach.
Land
So
well.
basically, right, I'm just a girl, first of all. And obviously I have things going for me. So when I put the little link to the SoundCloud, when I put a little link to the radio, when I put a little link to the GTG podcast, I see the amount of clicks. 5, right? Cool. I now post, because I did a promo video, I now post with a guy. Obviously I'm looking at him like, da-da-da. Mind you, like nothing is going on. 200 and something plus what?
Clicks.
Because there was a guy there. Can you imagine?
Yes.
So obviously
yes.
that's why I understand the performative thing. Do you get me? Like it does. People just
And
love when.
if you want more clicks, get more guys.
I'm still gonna. I will still post a SoundCloud link. Shout out to you 5 people. God bless you. But I can't
Alright,
keep
okay,
on putting.
post a guy and attach the SoundCloud link, right? You're getting
business.
Here's the thing: we're in an era of like attention and like sort of virality. Like everything has to be sort of viral, or so like something has to be even a little bit scandalous so we can get a bit of attention. And
Right.
that's just what we're in right now. I'm not saying it's the way you should go about it, but if somebody uses that route, I understand what they're doing.
I think for like Usher and like I actually didn't watch the Super Bowl performance, so I don't know how bad it is, but I feel like
How good it is, you mean?
oh
The
yeah,
performance.
the performance.
It's great.
Yeah,
Let's talk.
But the Alicia
top five.
Keys.
Top 5?
I think it's top 3. I think easy
What,
top 3
Super Bowl performance?
performances.
Did you guys hear Alicia Keys sing?
Yeah, that was
The
live.
first note, yeah.
only 10 seconds.
That's like, yeah.
Only that
Sorry,
part I would
finish
say.
what you're saying.
no. But what I was gonna say is like as a performer, like I think yes, what happened after performance went viral, etc., etc. But I think because he's a performer, he's doing it for the art. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's doing it for the views. I think the views came afterwards. Do you know what I mean? And what you were saying about the whole actresses and actors and like people being intimate, like for me, like I've grown up like with. Like my whole family's been in arts, like directors, more so theatre. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I've always seen that from a performance side of it, side, it's actually just performance. Like it's not real life because my nanny and granddad would be like screaming at people. Do you know what I mean? Like before they started to get before a show, whatever, they'd be like, I apologize. And I'll apologize at the end. Do you know what I mean? Because that's just a job. Like that's what you're doing. So I feel like from the Usher side that you're saying is, I don't think he did it for views. Do you get me? I think he did it because that's what he loves to do. Do you know what I mean? And now everyone else, because he capitalized
I agree
on the
with you,
views.
but like when he did the residency in Vegas, right? He was like the Keke Palmer thing wasn't him. That wasn't the first time he was doing it. So I agree with you in the fact that that's just part of his act.
Yeah.
But then he plays on it as well.
100%.
Like because he knows that that's the sort of a thing that makes it more attractive or whatever it is.
I also think like we all know, my boo. We all know everyone's looking forward to it. Everyone knew
on
it
the
was going to
video
be
as well.
sang.
They were
So
doing-
everyone knows he's gonna play it up and get that little bit of attention. So he knew what he was doing when he did it in that moment. I think it just happened to be Alicia, but if it was a different woman who was married, it would have still been the same thing.
Do you think she was in on it?
But wait. Do you think he can?
I don't think she was in on it.
Do you
I think she looked shocked when it happened.
Okay.
Do you think he can do that kind of thing to Beyonce?
That's why
Absolutely not.
Jay-Z didn't allow it. You see, no, Jay-Z didn't allow it.
So it picks and chooses.
Of course.
You know that Jay-Z
The
video-
vulnerable ones.
The issue is
Jay-Z go kill him.
no, Jay-Z can't beat him. I believe he's brazen enough to do it.
He can't do that to Beyonce.
No, he is.
Like now, no, can't do it to Beyonce.
But
now.
I think Beyonce would worm her way out of it.
Yes,
Like, she
she
wouldn't
would.
want to be
But he's
seen
brazen
in it.
enough.
Have you ever seen the video of Usher and Beyonce? You not seen it?
When was this though?
04.
Yeah,
Was this
early
Love
on in
in
her
the
career.
I know, but she was
Beyonce now.
I know.
He would try.
I don't think. I don't think so.
Did you see Usher and Nicki Minaj?
I don't
He was
think so.
headbutting her.
Yeah, and she was
first
trying to
doing
back
this
at
one.
his head. He knows what he's doing.
He doesn't care.
No one is off limits.
You try.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares.
I don't think not to Beyonce though.
He
I
wouldn't.
think he
But
would.
I think it's because of Beyonce, not because of Jay-Z.
Jay-Z will pull out a hit on him,
No,
bro.
I think Usher would do it to Beyonce.
No, I think
try
Beyonce would somewhat way swerve out of it, like
100%.
because she wouldn't want it.
Usher would try though.
You know, Beyonce
Usher
is
would
very
decide walking like,
strategic with
I need
what
a bag,
images
girl.
Guys, you know, remember that there's this video, right, where Beyonce is dancing on this like other artist, like she's grinding on him, and Jay-Z's in the in the audience like this. Have you ever seen Beyonce dance on someone since that?
Since then, bro. Since then, I don't even think she does male features anymore.
This is why she has all female bands, all female everything.
It's mad now.
But I love it. She'll still come out and sing about Becky with the good hair.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't allow men, but she every single time. I deeped it when I was watching the whole Renaissance thing, and I was like, every single concert she's at, and he's standing there, she's singing about your infidelity to your face.
Damn.
I feel that, as you were saying, with what's his name, Alicia Keys' husband.
Yes, Swiss.
Jay-Z is just like, yeah, I messed up, so this is my punishment.
And Alicia Keys' husband, he cheated as well, isn't it?
Did he?
I think so. He did. I
Oh,
think
he did.
Yeah.
He was cheating on his old wife with Alicia.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's
That
how
was
they
a
got
big
together.
scandal. Yeah,
That's
how they got
the
together.
divorce wasn't even cleared off there yet.
That's why I don't believe in it. I can never date a baby mom.
Hey, apparently, baby moms, that's where it's at though. Like on Twitter.
said
On,
that?
so like TikTok, there's this
So, wait, so
so
does that mean
there's this one guy on TikTok. And he's always like, "This is baby mom. Like she gave me money to go out shopping, and now I come
like
home."
the older baby moms.
Yeah.
Like, they take, like, sugar I had to take care
Yeah,
of
like
the man.
sugar
that-
baby
yeah.
mom. Like, do you get me?
still
Apparently, that's
juice
where it
boxes
is.
as well.
But can I go back to the Alicia
gosh.
Keys thing? Like when he hugged her, was she arching? Because if she was arching, it's a different story.
No, I
know.
think she was.
No,
she
was it like
shocked.
looking back like, oh?
She was.
Bro,
She was
That's different.
As in, she was.
She didn't arch. If she didn't arch,
it was like it's like oh stop like
Yeah.
it was like stop right no don't stop like I like this Swiss is gonna be angry like it's
100%.
fair enough.
100%.
It's all about the arch though. Like if she arched, then it's a bit techy.
No, I think she definitely felt a little bit uncomfortable. I think she didn't realize what was happening
It's
when it
like,
happened.
it's like when Whiskey tries to carry 10.
look,
10
No, no, don't try that.
No, she touched in.
Okay, hold up.
But like she's adjusting her
No,
body.
no, no.
Yeah, like
I'm going to show you another picture.
but they enjoy it
So she was singing here. She now went into laughter here. What did he whisper to her? What
What's
did you
so
use?
funny?
Let me find the video.
What's so
She's ticklish.
Let me find the video.
And
Let me find the
then
video.
look.
Well, that's not even bad.
Childhood sweetheart.
See, they laugh.
But you know,
they laugh.
I was watching a bit of the behind the scenes after they did that. They like just high five there and then went to the next stage of thing. So
Yeah, no, I'm playing it for Ree right now.
No, she looks too comfortable, boys.
See, she moved
She's
up.
been
Yeah,
there
I'm playing it
before.
for Ree right now. She has been there.
She was
But
even
we
running
didn't
away
know
from
that.
him.
If you actually go back and look at the My Bees video,
that's comfortability.
No, they definitely.
How something?
They rehearsed this.
Yeah.
This did not just happen just one time. Like he would have to.
and you also forget they performed this song as well in the past.
Push
So that's
back.
her bum is big. That there's no arch.
Look.
I don't think so.
Look,
I don't think
there's
so.
the video. It's about to happen right now.
Why is he doing all that twisting and
I
turning?
do know what. I
man?
don't find that dancing sexy anymore.
Which one?
All these ushering circles.
Oh, dear.
Ooh.
It's giving Jason, but we were cussing out.
It's
Jason
giving
Derulo.
Justin Timberlake.
Jason Derulo. We were making fun of him back then.
He can't stay being made fun of.
But look, this is rehearsals. How much she was in on it?
Yeah, she was in on it.
She was in on it.
know about y'all, but I know about
That was rehearsal.
Yeah. The issue is,
in on it.
you see, a performance of this scale, every single thing is rehearsed.
it's rehearsed.
Yeah.
As opposed to Super Bowl, timing wise.
amount of steps it takes for you to get from here to here, it's counted.
Yeah.
Because everything needs to run at a particular time.
In 13 minutes.
Yeah, so that dance, it's rehearsed. It's not
Yeah.
by
I can't
chance.
believe
They got through all of that
Definitely
songs in 13 minutes.
Yeah. I think
Shout out to the MD, whoever he was.
Yeah, it was Lil Jon.
Lil Jon.
Yeah, MD. Yeah. I think yeah, it's crazy. Do you know what I think about it though? Like Prince, have you heard of Prince Super Bowl?
Yeah,
No, I haven't
they
seen-
sit down too. It's crazy.
And the reason Prince's Super Bowl was crazy was because he was singing Purple Rain and it rained. Like it legit rained while he was singing. That's why. That's the only reason it's iconic. They said it like it's most like.
That's why it's
second-
on all the t-shirts and pennies.
Yeah, second most iconic.
You do this.
She's a Gen
you know-
Z. She's a Gen
No, she
Z.
does it so well.
Yeah,
It's
I know, I
actually
know.
brilliant.
She's a Gen Z.
Because you just say, I'm like, move on. Like, yeah,
move on,
that's- like what I said is
Yeah.
perfectly normal. It's not prosperous. It's not.
Hey, that word conceded.
Yeah.
It's not conceded. You used it in a word when you were just never mind. We've even too far
No,
gone.
concede is to like you're talking about conceited, like as in CEITED, right?
Like
You're the spelling guy.
CEITE.
As in the
conceited.
con CEITE.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm talking about. Con CEEDED.
What's that word?
Like when you concede,
Like when you
allow
allow.
something.
Okay, concede. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? So Prince
Sorry.
Prince gets number 2 because he's
What's number one? Oh, sure.
no, MJ.
MJ, no.
Oh, yeah.
93.
What,
No production.
was that when he just stood there?
2 minutes.
Yeah. I didn't want
And
to
then,
just
he,
scream.
didn't wanna
and then he
scream.
kept appearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and that
So
was
you're
like,
saying Usher is third?
so one and two, we can't really debate that, right?
Beyonce now.
And
So Michael Jackson.
so
is
the
93.
conversation has Beyonce and
Did Bruno Mars
Bruno
do one?
Mars.
But
It was
they were all
Beyonce and
together.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. There's two different ones.
Beyonce did it twice, 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even
Yes,
twice.
and 2015.
Well, yeah. So the year that Coldplay did it. Hold on, let me find
Coldplay,
it.
Coldplay
Bruno,
did it?
and Beyonce.
Yes, Coldplay did it, and then they pulled Beyonce and Bruno Mars
Yeah.
On stage with
On
them.
stage.
stage with them.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. But it was Coldplay.
It
Yeah.
was Coldplay's. It was
Okay, okay.
Coldplay's.
And then Beyonce had her
performance.
own year as well, though.
Yeah, Beyonce had her own year.
That was recent,
Who
no?
would you guys like to see like Super Bowl? Who do you think would
Next.
do really well?
There's very few people that can actually do it.
Do a Super Bowl.
Can I actually say I know this is probably jump scare, so some people may be offended, but I definitely think Chris Brown would kill it.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
He would.
He would.
But
do a
it
good
just,
job.
it just won't allow
They wouldn't do it.
They'll never allow
Well,
it.
I think this is what I'm saying on our pod. I was like, I feel like he's going to be punished for what he's done
life.
for the
For
rest
the
of
rest
his
of
life. Because to be an artist and to
Rightfully
not be
so.
allowed to do Super Bowl,
Yeah, he would
That-
kill
that's
it.
a-
Did
that's a big
Rihanna do
loss.
it recently?
She did last year.
she did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
she did last year.
So Beyonce did it in 2013, February 3rd. Bruno Mars was 2014, and then Coldplay was 2016.
I know that's when they did.
That's when they
Beyonce
did
thing.
everyone. together.
Dre's one was cool as well. Just kind of like as in the
Oh, Dr. Dre.
yeah,
Okay.
but it
oh,
was
it
50
was like
Cent.
Snoop Dogg,
It was
it was all of
50
them
Cent.
OG.
That was pretty cool. Mary J.
Yeah,
Blige.
it was a cool Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Kendrick
But
Lamar.
Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar
Tupac.
as well, yeah. But I can't give that to one person. That was like
Yeah,
10
no, it's-
people. Yeah,
But
it
I feel like it was done well because
was
I don't
really
think
done well.
one of them would have been able.
That's what. That's why.
yeah,
Carry
Dre
the whole
couldn't
thing.
do that by himself.
That's why I really rate Rihanna's one. because she came on stage on her ones.
On her ones.
Yeah.
And
She has
she had been
bangers,
out of the
though.
game for so long.
For such a long time.
Was that when she announced her
pregnant.
pregnancy?
Second pregnancy as well,
Yeah.
She hasn't dropped an album, hasn't dropped a song. Well, apart from the Black Panther one.
Yeah.
But like she's been out the game for so long to step on stage and kill it like that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
weekend.
Was it Auntie was her last album, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since, like, 2016, Auntie was.
She's not coming back to she's not dropping another album.
She's happy. She's living her life. Man.
She's already a billionaire. She doesn't need to make any more money.
And who was before Rihanna actually? That was Dre and them.
But you know, they were saying that they asked Usher, if he invited Chris Brown or if he invited
Justin Bieber.
Said
And
Justin
Justin Bieber declined. And he was saying he felt like Justin Bieber said no because he's just had a different path in his life. Or do we think Justin Bieber is waiting for himself to be nominated to
Both
run
are
it?
valid. Both
Yeah,
are valid
yeah.
because JB doesn't he has a mad anxiety. He was talking about.
He
hasn't-
has
he hasn't-
autoimmune
yeah,
Yeah,
disease.
no, he has an autoimmune disease,
Yeah.
but like as in like he's saying like, he gets it's bad. He's bad anxious when he gets on stage now. I don't know if you've seen his last performance.
Yeah.
Where he's just sitting on stage,
Just
with
sitting on stage,
eyes
yeah.
closed, like he's not opening his eyes.
Yeah.
He's like so, and I understand that sort of thing there.
Yeah.
So I think JB because Justin Bieber is a big part of Usher's thing, and Usher's a big part of
of him,
JB.
yeah.
So it would make sense, and Justin Bieber was there.
Yeah, I saw him
So
there,
I think
yeah.
on one hand, it could be like I'm just not in the space, and you just have to respect the fact that I'm not in the space.
Yeah.
And on the other hand,
He
I
said
think
it politely. He did
yeah.
say politely.
I also
What
think on the
about
other hand,
Taylor
like
Swift?
Absolutely not. I know
What?
what's hard to do.
She did one, no?
Did she do it already?
I would imagine so.
Speaking, Taylor Swift has all rights.
She
to be on that
has
stage.
the catalog, but
That's what I was
just
thinking, 'cause I was thinking of a big
but when I
artist.
think of Taylor Swift music, I do think of 12-year-olds.
I know,
Yeah.
but the issue is, I think we need to take what the general Super Bowl crowd is into account. It's generally white America. Generally.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
But I feel like white Americans are more like diverse in their music range
than the white Irish.
white European.
have you seen-
I would
have you seen
say.
the white
They're more
Irish
into
charts?
R&B, like and all that kind of
Flow
stuff.
Rider is still number
Yeah.
two.
In Ireland,
You know what I
it's
mean?
still number
Crazy.
two.
That's crazy.
you're actually going off
Apple
that.
bottom
shout-
jeans.
That's a fortune.
I sang that on stage
shout out
with
to-
Flow Rider when I was 9.
You what?
I sang that song with Flow Rider on stage.
Did you really?
No
When I was
way.
9.
What? Any videos?
What
Any
the
videos
fuck?
going?
I was on, no, there's like, I had a Nokia. Like, to get yeah, it was in Vicar Street. He came. It was before he like got, like, it was big enough, but it was like, it was like in a small, like, it was Vicar Street, wasn't even sold out, do you know what I mean? Me and my friend went on
Bro, why
stage.
didn't sell Vicar Street back in the day?
Yeah, it wasn't
crazy.
even
It'll
that.
shock you what artists.
Yeah, it was.
Neo got like
But to be
2,000
honest-
people in 3 Arena.
I know.
2,000
I know, yeah.
When?
And it's also Ireland.
back in the day.
It's also Ireland.
That's rough.
He's coming back.
I know, yeah, with
Yeah,
Mario.
20.
Yeah,
That guy, you know that guy.
go.
Island or
Yeah,
UK?
no, Ireland. They dropped a date in Ireland.
In Tri Arena?
Tri
In
Arena.
March, yeah.
You know that guy that sang "Beautiful Girl"? He was in
Sean
Manuf.
Sean Kingston.
Sean
He was
Kingston.
in Manuf.
That was good.
No,
What was he doing?
That
on
was
the
shade.
news?
That was shade where it was like, he was
No, he did. He came down. He did come down. He did. I remember hearing about it.
to perform.
For Afro Sock. Oh,
No, he just came.
No, like he just came to perform at like the bar, like not on the uni campus, but like a
Crazy.
bar there.
Even Coolio came to Newbridge.
Who?
Coolio.
Oh, Kuda's been
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
Never in Ireland.
Yeah.
he passed away, didn't
passed
he?
recently.
Yeah,
he
he
passed
passed.
recently.
R.I.P.
He
bro.
passed.
I saw Tory Lanez before he got his hair transplant.
Like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
real life.
Academy.
Yeah, that's when it was climbing on people's
Yeah,
heads.
climbing on people's
And
heads.
the videos.
Yeah.
Stopping on
Stamping, he
destiny.
needed the extra inches.
I think.
Hold on. Yo, we need to shout out to Fortune Nigga Raw because he went number 1 in Ireland.
Irish charts.
Oh,
Number one,
congrats! Hey, we love
Good
to hear
fortune.
it.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good feat for the scene, for sure.
Yeah, since we're on the shout outs, yeah.
Yeah.
Iwaku did makeup for Vivica A. Fox recently.
Yes, she did. Which
is sick,
Yes.
And then this one is crazy. Abi Coulibaly's opening.
For Coldplay. I saw that yesterday and I was like, you know what? I hear it.
That is
That
insane.
is sick.
No, that's
That is
like
amazing.
seeing that is like, bro, almost there's and Manjola, like, what did he do that 2 years ago or last year? He did Kid
Kid
Cudi.
Cudi,
yeah.
he opened for
Someone
Black
recently as well.
when he came
Black,
to
yeah, like,
Yeah,
as in-
just last week, wasn't it?
last week.
You know
yeah.
that Rhythm May opened up for Lil Wayne.
Years
What
back.
was it? Oh, years back. Yeah,
Years back.
I remember that. I actually remember that time when he was coming and it was like a competition.
It was a
right?
competition,
Wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
And like, I think Marvel as well. He opened up. You remember Marvel? You know Marvel?
Yeah.
He opened up as well at that time.
Crazy.
It was
I
mad
should
as well.
do
Yeah,
it.
I think, but obviously not to dismiss Marvel
Of course,
or
I said it be the mic.
yeah. it's I think now it's a thing of, so it's not competitions anymore. Now it's a thing of like
it's merit.
it's merit, like,
Yeah.
which is really really good. And I think such a good space that the scene is
100%.
Yeah.
getting to. And I'm happy to
I have to
to
keep
hear
on
that.
people pushing and applying pressure. To be honest,
Who now? Because here's the thing. Oh, let me say this. I know. Like the Irish scene has been a bit like, has been droughty a bit. It has
what do you mean droughty?
been a bit dry, man. As in terms of like, there hasn't been much music dropped. Albums
Of recent, yeah.
recent. Like it's been like, what's going on?
they're waiting for summertime.
What's the last performance you went to?
Performance, Irish artists or
Irish.
Cello.
How long ago that was?
That was like 2 years ago.
Nearly 2 years ago.
When he dropped his EP.
Man, I'm not
Actually,
doing
we
much.
should probably also give shout out to Plantain Pappy who dropped
Yeah, no,
you were-
I was going to get to him now because
Yeah.
he just dropped, and he's a lot, like, as in
9042. I don't wanna be sober.
he's done that. And I think
This man, and he doesn't drink, you know.
he's a madness, yeah. I think I just went to that event and I was like, and he did it very well. He had the plantain
The
chips.
plantain chips. I know,
That
it's
was
sick.
sick.
That was
Like,
dope.
Very
That was
good
dope.
touch.
Yeah.
I thought the event, like, as in, I wasn't there too long, but like from what I saw, was really really good, and I think and it was a great turnout as well. But I was like, when's the last time I've been to something like this?
Yeah.
Okay, how much will you say that are to you versus things happening? Because, like, for example, Fortune Igabo has been selling out shows for a while.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we just
true,
wouldn't
true,
go
true.
to his events.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So,
Yo,
like,
I guess
there's a-
I talk about
We're just getting old.
or
gonna lie.
or there's not the like, as in there was a time where you'd be performing twice a week.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There was a time.
No, but I think I think we're just in an age bracket. There's just a generation below us.
They're
that
not
are,
doing shows. They're not
Yeah,
doing shows.
I
I was
think
gonna say
they
I
are.
don't
They
even
are a little bit.
I don't even hear about the shows though.
I feel like
Because you know to go
There's
to
an
them.
argument
They're
where
not doing
they-
shows.
I think there's both. They're not doing shows as often, and if they were to, we probably still wouldn't go.
No,
Yeah.
definitely no. You're right in the
Yeah,
in
yeah.
like attendance.
Yeah.
But they're not doing shows because like,
Not as
as in,
often.
I follow these artists.
Or would we not go because we don't want to go, or because
You don't rate it like that.
they're not good? Or no, they're not good. We
Or
don't-
maybe you just-
It's not.
it's
our
just not
kind
your
of
music.
music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because people start catching chest now.
Yeah, I think it's more so because it's not our sort
type
of
of music, yeah.
you
gigs.
guys also feel like that cost of living crisis, like
Oh, damn it.
no, like like going to like
I hear
let's
it,
again,
though.
like
I
being
hear
an
it,
artist
though.
is very expensive. Do you
Yeah,
get me?
yeah.
So obviously you have to get the venue, you have to get the people that do the mics,
yeah,
the
yeah.
sound.
The cost.
Do you get me? Like the cost
And
of
your
actually
Spotify
producing
streams
shows,
are not even
and then
giving
you
you
know
that,
that people
yeah.
are not going to show up. What's that?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
Without
No.
hear
guest
it.
list.
Without guest list.
Without guest list, even my boy VJ, he's doing a show
Next month,
right?
15th, I
And
think
March
it is,
15th,
yeah.
right? Soundhouse, if anyone wants to go there. So he called me the other day and he goes, like, you're around that day because I'll put you on the list. And I goes, no, don't put me on the list. Because I think I'm part of the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I'm part of the problem of like, I know you're doing your thing. We know when we do shows. No, we calculated. I think it was like a second show. We calculated the guest
bag.
list. It was like over a bag.
Yeah.
On guest
Our
list.
guest list was over a bag.
Yeah.
Damn.
More next time you pay that to you. No
Yeah,
stress.
no, you should.
Toby, the radio guy, said that like people actually support podcasters more than artists.
But I think because
I think
podcasts
that's
are
true.
better.
We're in the podcast era now. Like that's what people are
And
listening
people
to.
can connect more
Yeah.
to a podcast
And-
than an artist as well.
True, and then I think we also provide more value in
do.
the show.
We do. No, that's what I was trying to say.
I
We do.
have fun at your shows.
Yeah,
when I
we-
go.
Because like,
That's why Jaffa said, "Don't come in. It's called me a creative."
like even back in the day, right? So like, we're going to see artists that just like come on the mic with a DJ
Yeah.
and rap bars.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Where there was a time, you remember Jaffa's show? Jaffa was giving us outfit changes.
One factory, yeah.
Yeah, acting,
Visuals.
It was one of the best shows that
Yeah.
anyone
When
has
he
ever
dropped
done.
Stride.
Darling.
Yeah.
When he dropped Stride, exactly. And that was
Yeah.
like, when you watch that, you're just like, you didn't leave there feeling like, oh, I shouldn't have left my house today. You're like, damn, that was sick.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to
Or
say?
It
when
was an
Hair Squad were doing the
experience.
shows and things like,
Exactly.
it was an experience.
There's a variety there.
But I think it's people doing shows and then people performing. Like I think there's a difference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people will just put on a show, like they'll just sing. Do you know what I mean? And if that's your vibe, that's good for you. Do you know what I mean?
And then there's Usher.
But but then you have performers that actually want to like get you to like see what they want. Like they want to show you something rather than just
exactly.
for you to hear
sing
them.
their songs.
Do you get me?
Because I even remember, like, for example, this might go sort of, I don't know how
bit
it
touchy,
go,
yeah?
but like, it's like, okay, I remember being at Dongo show, right, and like Joe Vinci performs first. Did someone else perform?
Benny.
I know Benny was like the last, but was there
was
anybody?
not.
That was
Two?
sick.
I think it was
Just
only two of them.
It was
The
just
dancers, no.
So I think they were
dancers
They were
were
Joey.
Okay.
and I think I feel Benny didn't like he gave he gave us a backdrop. He sort of Benny's just a sick singer as well.
Yeah,
Like-
it makes it easier.
And then I've had a chat with Benny anyways, Be Humble anyways, and we've gone. So he's like, the first few songs, it was a bit shaky because the band. I think it was you that was giving the drummer the clap, right? So like the band had a bit of a hiccup with their sound and stuff like that, and then Benny, like everybody knows, there was a moment in that show in that set where everything just did this.
Yeah,
but that was when Benny decided to perform.
No, but I think as well, like even though there was a hiccup, he interacted with the crowd.
That's what
and I think
that's
that's
what
the
he's
difference.
talking about. That's what I'm
talking about.
Because with Joe Vinci, his mic wasn't working correctly. Do you know what I mean? At Dongo show.
I agree with like it's not for me.
I think what you're trying to say was just the way that he was able to realize, okay, I'm snapping into this and I'm gonna interact with the crowd
and that's
get them
a
going.
performer for me.
That's,
Yeah,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%
Like
I agree
you're
with
able
you.
to see, like you're able to even if there was no beat. I don't know if you guys remember when he's like,
Yeah,
and it's at this side and then this side. This is the reason MJ's performance is still #1 Super Bowl performance because he didn't have
no
close to the level of production that we have today, and
Yeah.
he's just that sick back
Yeah.
then. That's why it's like
100%.
it's why you don't compare like sort of somebody who knows how to like rap now to someone like
To the
MJ because
oldies. Yeah.
those people are like.
So
Different.
are you
Different-
saying
different-
that
different.
people are getting lazy now with performing and
I think so.
I think people have
That's my honest
they've
opinion.
been lazy.
Been lazy
Like,
for a long
I
time.
agree.
there's not a lot of good like Aishas that know how to perform. Like
I think-
I can count the good ones
People
on
are
this hand.
expecting you
hand.
to show up to the concerts and sit there and be just screaming the lyrics out with them. Like when I'm going to go
Yeah.
see Beyonce, you see this. Like when I remember when we went to go
Right.
watch the Renaissance movie, the way she had planned the stage, how from one city as she was in one, they were building the next one. Every single
production is
bit
crazy, innit?
was glued together. She had poured so much into it that while you were there, even though I didn't see Beyonce,
Yeah.
I've seen Beyonce twice, but I didn't see this one. I left watching the movie being like, damn, I wished I seen that.
And if you
She's
had
one of the
gone,
greatest performers of all
yes,
time.
that we have
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
have alive, right? If you were to go to Beyonce's concert and just say she didn't do all the production, and she just sang her songs,
I probably wouldn't have gone back the second or third time because I would have been like, I've heard her sing already.
but you would know that the whole arena, because she doesn't even do the whole arena or stadium will
sing
every single lyric
yeah,
because she's B.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
she's like I think what you're saying. She's good enough to not need that production.
because she's
That's what I'm
worked,
trying to say.
she's worked it up. Basically, what I wanted to actually say is that let's say, for example, being an artist these days is not really about being the artist. Do you get me? The reason
Yeah,
why I
yeah,
like
yeah,
Drake,
yeah.
why do people like Drake? Because he's a personality.
Yeah,
It adds
yeah,
to
yeah.
his music. You
Yeah,
feel his
yeah.
music a bit more because you know him.
No, you're right, you're right.
With Beyonce as well, right? You've obviously seen her journey, the whole like renaissance.
Renaissance.
Nonsense.
Beyonce, I'm so
That is the name of this
sorry.
episode.
I've had
Nonsense.
I've had 2 hours of sleep, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, like obviously with the whole it's okay.
Nonsense, yeah.
That's You've obviously seen and you've obviously kind of like she's kind of appealed to you. So I feel like nowadays, like obviously there's appeal. Like being an artist is not really about being an artist. It's about other things. You get me?
But
It's not
I
about
think-
singing. It's not about.
But where I will take a play on that is that
disagree.
it's like, okay, as much as we all know her lyrics and everything, but it's like, I'm going to go to another Beyonce show because I know I'm not seeing the exact same thing the next time, even though I'm singing these same songs.
A billion
It's going
percent.
to be different.
But,
These the
but that's what I'm trying to say. Beyonce, right? For example, and Beyonce is like almost like the perfect case study of like a
Yeah.
performer.
Right.
She could perform in Bello Bar, and she could perform in a stadium in Aviva. Like she could do all levels of performance, right? Because she's a performer,
Yeah.
right? And what Demi's saying, the only place I disagree with you on is I agree that
Yeah.
someone like Drake has attached to him has a personality that's part of his brand, but someone like Beyonce doesn't even need.
That's what I was going to
Her whole thing
doesn't
is
speak.
her whole thing is mysterious. Do you know what I mean?
And she's
Right.
one of the only few that can do it.
That can do it till this
And
to
like,
this day.
because of the way she is, you just have to. You have no choice but to focus on
Yeah.
her music, on her performance. Whereas in
Yeah.
Drake, you can focus on his personality, you can
Yeah.
focus on his music, you can focus on like different things.
Like I've never.
Oh, wait, hey, what are you trying to focus on? Relax, bro.
No,
I'm joking.
I'm just a girl, man.
Like I've never felt a desire to go see Drake live.
I've seen
Never.
him and I wouldn't go back. I didn't
really?
go back the next time.
Never
Yeah.
felt a
Really?
desire.
I've seen Beyonce 3 times
Three?
and I'm going to still go back.
Well, I saw Drake once. It was good though.
It was lit. It was lit.
alright,
Like,
but
It was lit.
it was lit. Yeah.
And don't get me
Very
wrong. No,
good.
not to say that the event will be the event.
Event.
Not to say that the concert will be bad. Like,
Event.
I don't think someone of Drake's magnitude can throw a bad concert.
Yeah,
He can't.
but I think because he's popular, a lot of people that are going to the concerts aren't going to appreciate his music. They're
performance.
just or his
the
performance.
song
Yeah, it's just-
They're just going to be. Oh, I went to a Drake concert.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And it's more
So,
like for popularity.
I think that's why the ceiling is so high. One, and for me, I'm really not forgiving of artists as well. Especially when you get to that level and you're not giving a good performance, I'm like,
You're lazy.
you're shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think for me, when it comes to our African artists, it really frustrates me when people are always complaining about Wizkid and Davido. I'm like, you guys have all the money in the world.
Yeah.
You have everything that's afforded to you to put on a good show, and you're out here slapping the floor like. Do you know what I mean?
What? I sometimes feel like it's a little bit of hater vibes. Okay, like I love Davido. I've seen him too many times. I think the only concert I have missed since this guy started coming to Europe is just that last one. I've seen him uncountable times. The last time I saw him, which was like I think last year in the O2, this guy, because he wanted to prove people wrong, this is when everyone was screaming and shouting at him. He was shouting at Afro Nation. He was like, nah, I'm losing weight. This guy trained for months. And he came out to the OT London. He brought so many African artists, so many African designers. All the food backstage was African as well. It was one of the best concerts I have ever been to. The fact that the O2 started putting on the lights saying,
time to
it's
go.
11, time to go. He didn't care. Did the composers and I don't know, those are African guys as well. Everyone was still having the latest time in there. So if when they want to put on the show, they can, because I've seen him do it.
Yes, fair. But if I'm paying for if I'm giving you money out of my pocket to come and see you, put on a show every time.
Every time.
I think they sometimes
don't-
think, but I hear
But
it.
don't have an
Have you,
option.
have you,
That's what
have you
they-
complained about Burna Boy?
Yeah.
I've only seen him once.
Okay, but like,
Even the one time, you probably have no complaints.
I did. His microphone. It wasn't his fault though. The microphone wasn't too great.
Like
Okay.
But that is his fault. Not gonna lie.
Really? No, it was
it
Afro
isn't.
Nation.
That's
Afro
right.
Like it
Nation
is,
wasn't
but
his
like
fault.
as a
Afro Nation?
production, you
Afro Nation.
should like.
No, it wasn't his fault.
not his fault.
That's Afro Nation's
Because
fault.
he was still like dancing and everything. I still felt he did his
And
best.
yeah, and it depends on
considering.
where you were as well. 'cause
Yeah,
people,
okay,
people that
fair.
were
That was
in
the
front of-
first. He was the first actor as well. The
the
first big
first Friday,
act, and
yeah.
it was on the first day as well.
Yeah.
And it was the first time they've ever run.
I guess
Fair.
my whole thing about like performances is like there's people who can just stick on the DJ behind them and
Karaoke.
rap and rap, or it's a karaoke thing, and then you want to complain that
full-
Ireland doesn't support. No,
We have full vocals on the track as well.
full vocals. Like you didn't even put steps. No,
Yeah,
like,
no,
just-
Tell me you're doing
like-
too much, then you're saying too much.
No,
You know the
it's-
people.
It's true though, right? And then
You're saying yo.
yeah.
The track is saying everything else.
You're only saying the
You're
ad-libs.
doing this and
Yeah.
no one is singing back.
And it's like my thing is like cool, like Irish people were no longer the Irish people of 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Our taste has changed, and I mean that because we're exposed to more now. Man are going to UK, man are going to Portugal, man are going to different countries too. Man are doing Dirty December now. Man, like people are going out and being exposed to high quality stuff.
Yeah.
So you can't give us low quality stuff and want us to be like, yeah, that was sick. It's only your friends that are gonna say that's sick.
Yeah.
It's only your friends.
They're lying to you.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's why I'm saying like I don't. Apart from Fortune, and I think Fortune, you know, I've seen videos of him. He's like, definitely not my brand. Yeah, that whole rage thing, but he's captured something. And he's captured something with his performance.
Yeah.
He's
Figured it
intentional
out.
about that.
Yeah.
Gliders intentional about some of the stuff as well. You know what I mean? So my thing is like, there was a time. And I was saying this to somebody. I can't remember. Just like last week, and I was like, I don't even care if I sound like an old head anymore.
You
but
were
they,
having the conversation.
oh, was it us?
It was last week, yeah?
Yeah. I was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't care if I sound like an old head. There was a time where we had a plethora of just great
I
performance.
know that one. Don't worry. I know the word.
Yeah. I even put to the house. I said, but like there were so many great performers,
Right.
and I feel like now we're a bit starved of that. And not because artists are like bad. I'm not saying artists are bad, but I just don't think there's as much detail to performance, and I don't even think that these men are doing as much performance shows anymore.
And also, there aren't many events that foster performance.
Why?
So back when I used to,
That
bro,
Bello Bar.
bro, like
Why did they stop?
Cost of living crisis?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it's because of a reduction of artists.
No, I don't think I wasn't saying reduction of artists.
Yeah, I just think those
Reduction of quality.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
so.
do understand.
Why not?
Those events probably start because
But
they
like-
probably started off as like maybe passion projects.
Yeah,
And then it probably just died
yeah,
out.
like
If you look, you use something like Word Up, for example, Word Up,
yeah,
right? Did they have you under the belt?
yeah.
And what happened to you guys?
No, hold on. I understand what you're saying, right?
I'm just let me finish the case study.
No, but I had to finish.
Okay, go for it.
So let me finish.
Aside from Word Up, there was events like Want to Watch, which were being thrown by big people in the industry, and events of that nature that fostered growth in performing and gave opportunities to artists to perform. I'm just saying, fair enough, Word Up Collective is one of them, but there are many others that just all stopped after pandemic.
Fantastic. That's a big point. Pandemic does have no one can perform, right?
Yeah.
100%. Now let's look, and this is my case study. Let's look at the people that were killing it performance wise.
Back then,
Yeah, just name 4. Soleil,
Soleil,
Jaffa.
Hair Squared,
Super Silly.
Super Silly.
How many of them are making music today?
Solely.
1. Is my case study making a bit of sense?
No, you need
No,
to
what's-
learn the point.
what's your point,
What's
though?
your point?
My point is these. Okay, so my point is at the time there was a lot of artists making music that were sick performers.
Yeah.
We have a lot of artists still making music. We don't have
they're
sick
not
performers.
sick
They're not performing anymore.
But do you think that's because music is too accessible? So like, see, like back in the day, I was actually listening to this on the radio because I'm so old. But someone like they were talking about how music, like before, you had to like you'd read about music in a magazine. And then you'd save up money to buy a CD. Do you get me? And then you might save up to go to a concert.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
now is you can just go into Spotify, listen to it. Like anybody sort of can make music. Like if you have like, well, I don't know what you call that thing, like a beat maker or whatever, or a microphone, or a microphone in your room. You could like you can make a song. Do you get me?
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas back in the day, it was so much harder to like just make your music, get it out there. So
You have
if
to
you're
be
gonna
signed.
do it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like now anyone like. All these TikTok songs, do you know what I mean? These people on TikTok made one beat and now they're like making millions and they don't even know actually how to perform.
I think on the flip side as well, I think back in those 2016 times, if you wanted to throw in a concert, you could send out feelers and there's events happening. Now, if you as an artist want to do an event, you need to put on a concert yourself.
Yeah, very
It's
true.
not feasible.
Yeah, very true.
I also
It's not
feel like
feasible.
back then when there wasn't a cost of living crisis, people were doing stuff for free, which built character. Do you get me? Not many people are doing stuff for free. They want money. They want to do something and get paid for it. Do you get me? So I feel like, let's say, for example, even comedians, they still talk about it all the time. They did a show. They were barely getting anything. They were living in their cars. Like, even like podcasters, you guys weren't getting paid. You guys had to build character. Built it. Glory be to God.
We built it up.
Yeah, you get me? And now, like, obviously, people are now and that's what people love. People love a journey. Like, that's why we love the Renaissance.
Nonsense.
Renaissance.
And you are flowing, no? You are flowing.
The Renaissance
Nonsense.
movie, right? That's because obviously they saw a journey, they saw hard work. And diligent hands is in the Bible somewhere. With diligent hands is good all the time, something like that.
It's like well done. Do you know what? Well done.
No, you know what I'm saying.
You have the gist of it.
Yeah.
I'll find it and I'll
Get the
spin
gist.
the
But
block.
no, but it's like I'm very much like what I'm not saying is that artists have gotten worse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't think there's as many performers as
Good
there was
performance,
before.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
like remember Spotlight? You know what we did like
Yeah,
that.
that was sick. I
was
remember
something.
Well, why did that not carry on?
Yeah, literally my question.
Like and
I would have
there's
loved to
different
seen it.
reasons as to why. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
it's only a lack of performance that makes that not work anymore.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm also trying to say is like if you were to put that on today, and respectfully speaking, the people that you get on are not the same level of performers as we once had.
Yeah,
Respectfully speaking.
I can hear that.
Great artists, but I just think we lost that performance thing. So I was wondering. That's why.
Passion for performance.
Even in like the wider scale, like internationally, how many good performers are there still?
There's a load.
I think we're in a TikTok age, anyways. You know what I mean? Like it's very much like yeah.
Forget about the ushers and all them man that were doing it for time. Like the ones that just came out
Oh,
the last few years.
I actually agree with you. I don't
Just-
think there's
Justin
anybody
is a
new.
great performer.
But Justin is actually relatively
Yeah,
sort
like
of
he's
older, like
he's
Justin
seasoned.
Bieber, like
yeah, like relatively older.
Justin Bieber is our age mate.
True.
Almost-
Charlie
he
Puth.
is.
Charlie
He
Puth.
is.
Bruno Mars?
Charlie Puth.
Them are relatively like
but they're
sort of.
still.
They came from a talent era.
I think there's can I tell you what? I think
Like,
He's
Charlie
talking about
Puth
like
is,
Ice
like,
Spice.
serious.
Like he's talking about like Ice Spice,
All they want to do is shake their
all
ass.
those
Like,
people. I'm actually, I
you know what I
hear
even
it.
wanted to
Give
touch
me
on.
substance. Give me value.
I would never
Don't
pay
give me
for.
ass.
I would never pay to go to an Ice Spice concert.
You know, I actually wanted to touch on music videos. Where's the quality in that these days?
No, who watches them though?
Because there isn't much good ones.
Okay, what was
The last one I watched was First Shooter Mode.
Okay,
with
hold
Drake
on.
and
When was the
Jacob.
last time you heard a song and said, "Oh, I want to go watch the video"?
Bachelor Gunna out, and I was still low key disappointed.
When was this?
Like Bachelor came out like this year, a couple months ago.
Bro, the last
Like
time
a-
that people I saw people excited to see a video was when Lawyer came out.
Because
that was
Chris
what?
just came out of jail.
Yeah, that was what 2016 or
14.
14.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's time ago.
Stormzy that released one.
Oh,
like,
this is
2
what I
years ago.
mean. That was a
Oh,
good
what's
video.
the song?
This is what I mean. No, the oh girl, you're shining.
No, Mel made me do it.
Mel made me do
Mel
it.
made me do it.
Mel made me
Wait,
do it.
was that the 10-minute one?
Yeah, 10-minute
But
one.
that was because
last
that
year.
was
With
last
Jose.
year. That was last
That
year.
was crazy.
But that was
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it was also
yeah,
part
yeah.
of a movement. Like there was when you watch the video, he was saying something. Like he was
Nah, that
standing
was a
up for
video.
something.
Yeah,
So
when
everyone
Jose
came to
Aye.
see.
Jose appeared. It was crazy.
Ay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
The quality of music videos as well as performances, I feel like has gone down too.
But
I
it is.
agree.
It's so expensive. Like this
cost
cost
of
of
living.
living.
People are just tired, I guess.
so-
And I agree that it's expensive, right? Because artists are mainly making the money from shows.
Streams.
Yeah.
Sure.
So here's my thing: flipping do well.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like because this is your main source of income now, and you just want to go up there and like do a little twerk. Come on, mate.
Yeah,
Twerk
music,
pays,
music.
Hey, do you know what? I hear it.
Go and look at Meg Thee Stallion's bank account.
Go to
She'll keep shaking her ass till
Yeah.
Kingdom Come.
the same rain is raining in Ireland is money in the strip
In them.
club.
But you have
Yeah.
to think as well, like what sells. Do you get me? Like for like
Research.
And development.
It really is,
Women.
and
It
development.
does.
It's crazy.
It really does.
Yeah.
So it's like a catch-22 when you think about it like that, like because that's
It's-
what people want to see.
it
So
looks
that's
like-
why artists give, and that's why it's gone.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like TikTok is just it's killing music. Like
So they remove a load of sounds off TikTok.
Recently,
Yeah.
It's because of Universal.
Yeah.
universal
They say,
music.
phew,
Yeah,
They didn't come to agreement.
Yeah, they didn't come to an agreement,
phew.
and then
I go on my
They've
TikTok,
all
I just
music.
all my sounds are gone.
Why did-
Now it's just me walking.
Empty.
because it's like as much as like everyone's on TikTok now, they're not really making much money from using those songs
Yeah.
on TikTok. It's like what for every 1,000 is like 3 cents or something.
It's mad. That's Spotify numbers as well.
but like, that's the thing though. But like Universal were trying to get TikTok to sign a particular terms. Yeah. But like TikTok is the power.
Yeah, they do have it because everyone's
They have
on
the
it.
power.
Yeah, they have
Because I
power,
feel like that's
There's
We have
other
the-
music.
Yeah.
They
It's
use
like
other
we,
music.
yeah, it's like we have the platform. People come to us. So
like your
if
music
you want
kind
to,
of isn't viral till it goes viral on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
need it to go viral on TikTok.
It's mad, isn't it?
Like,
University, they're just doing.
Yeah.
You put your music back.
Pride.
They will have
They're
to
the
put it
oldest.
back.
They're the oldest. Like relax, bro.
Yeah.
Music is
I
just
think
not gonna be the same.
I think the problem that we're discussing now actually simply comes down to the commercialization of art in itself.
Yeah.
You know
They
what?
made it far
Literally.
too accessible.
What song do you hate the most?
Do I hate them?
What song don't you like? It could be a recent one. What song don't you like? Just give guys one song that you don't like.
I will listen to that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh, you know that like such a random song. It's like you know that Mika.
No.
Did you ever hear on the radio?
No.
I thought you were talking about the South African one.
No.
Anyways, right. Imagine, right. You're
So dry.
whatever the song is, the song that you don't like and the song that you absolutely love, you're still paying $10.99 a month on Spotify for it.
Straight down.
Yeah, but
That-
you're not paying for the song. Well, you're paying for access to the song, right?
Yeah.
You're paying for the access, not the music.
Not the actual
Yeah, but
song.
like it's still the same platform. You can still your favorite song and your least favorite song is still available to you, and you're paying $10.99 for it. So, like, what do you guys feel like? Do you think it's better? Like, I'd rather pay for music I listen to on the daily. I don't mind paying for that because I actually like that music.
Yeah, but then okay, so I understand what you're saying, right? But it's like you're paying for access. That's what you're paying for.
Yeah.
You pay for the access, the ability to access any song you want. That's what you're paying for.
I'm paying for Google search.
For music.
Spotify search.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
for music. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like because if you imagine you had to pay like
$10.99
$10.99 for every song or every album you like. That's what man were doing. That's how much.
But I'm saying we should bring that back.
$10.99 was.
No, don't bring that back.
Don't bring it back.
It's
You know?
expensive. It's very expensive. It's very expensive.
But for the music you pay and if you value it, it shouldn't be anything.
But when you listen to your artists, they get paid by the streams. Do you know what I mean?
No, but like
You give them money
but like
by
it's tiny. But like
think about that, and this is why I do feel for like the Irish artist or the sort of the up and coming artist anywhere really, because you're pushing, you're going hard, and you're like you're talented as well, and you're throwing out your song, and your song does like 50,000 streams, and that's like if you deep it, 50,000 people have listened to your song.
It's a lot. But you don't get a lot.
Say the replay value of that was like maybe like even like 10-15%. Like think about the amount of people that have come back to listen, like really like a song. Think about the different nations that have listened to your song, and like you check your account and it's like €6.
Yeah.
You know how crazy, like you know how demoralizing that could be.
It really is. It is.
So I understand the struggle in
That's why
that.
I'm trying to. That's why I wanted to.
Sure, look, the podcast life is not too far off it as well.
Bro,
Let's not lie.
Spotify don't even pay you.
Because people come to me like, oh, the podcast is paying. I goes, where? Show me, give me the app. Show me where they're paid. Because we're making our money from shows, or you make podcasters making the money from shows mainly, or brand deals, sponsors. Like,
That's literally like even content creators. Like a lot of them, it's the brand deals. Like you don't get paid for just a normal post. It's the brand deals.
Yeah.
Like
with that being said, right? So this is because we're both podcasts in this place, and again, shout out to you guys. What you guys have done, especially last year, was phenomenal. The whole, just the whole journey, the whole growth. You guys are like so on brand. Like you're like that's
I
one.
would lie, your compliment was the favorite compliment I had the
for
whole
real?
year because I didn't even deep into you until you said it. I said, "Wow,
Yeah.
we are."
Like the literally, like, you guys are legit like your podcast. Like you know what I mean. So I love that about you guys. But even on that, right? So we'll talk about podcasting in reality, right? At the level that we're at, we can do a couple shows a year. We can do a couple shows a year, sell them out. You know, make the bank from it. You're 3 people, we're 3 people, plus managers and people. So you know the dividends of that one. So there's that, right? And you're thinking about, okay, but I'm passionate about this. I'm putting money into this and all these type of things there. And I'm saying this to us, but I'm also saying this to our listeners, right? It's like, so these are the only chances we get to sort of make money from our podcast. If a brand decides that, yes, we're going to pump money into you, then you get a bit of money. If they don't, you're not getting money. The only money you're getting from this thing is your craft. Is it a wild thought to say, like, hey, we encourage people on our platforms, like we could do memberships? Like, see the way, like, the UK guys
do it, yeah.
Like patrons or stuff.
Patreons, like
Patreon, yeah.
I think Ireland, here's my thing, Ireland isn't that nation. We don't have that sort of culture of like, I want to, like, for example, I know an American podcast where it's like, I want to do this, guys. Like people say, oh, we love your podcast. They're always writing into him. I think this time it was like emails and stuff like that. Like people writing into him, rating his podcast, and he goes, yeah, I want to do this. Like I want to do this for you guys. And it's like, support me. And so he put his details out, and they all supported him, and he's now a full-time podcaster, right? It's not Tim Ross, it's somebody else, right? Okay. He's a full-time podcaster, and it's like he just asked people to support what he's doing if they enjoy it that much. But I don't know if that's a culture so much here. I think it's definitely an American thing.
Definitely
like send me a cash app.
There's even more people up there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But like, what would it be like if like 100 of your followers were saying like, yeah, we'll put $5 a month, we'll put $10 a month for extra content, or because we
That's
like,
true.
To be honest, if we were actually charging people, I don't know if you guys feel the same, but like you see that guy Shay, right? That's interviewing.
yeah, Shannon Sharp.
I won't lie, I feel like I should be paying for this kind of content because
yeah.
like the stuff you're
What
getting
Monique
from these
was
people,
given last week,
right?
or 2
Do
weeks
you
ago.
get me? Now I'm not saying that
didn't
we're
watch
not
it,
like where we're not giving value yet. We are giving value, but not to the extent yet that people should be paying. So there's a certain type of exclusive value that you should be giving your listeners before you start saying, okay, pay €2, pay €5. Like I have to be getting they have to be getting something.
Which is
I agree with you,
accessible to
right?
stuff
But then,
that's special.
but Demi, like for example, people are not only buying into like the story of the week. They're not only buying into the gist of the week. They're buying into 3 of yous.
I was going to say,
course.
actually,
Like-
No, that's why I said yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like, but
even
even
till
now,
now,
they're
there's
buying
people-
into you.
yeah.
Like when people pay for your show, they're paying for entertainment, but they're paying because they follow
Also one of
every
Tommy's-
single week. What Tommy said at this
Shout out
time,
to you guys.
Tommy said it to me like this. He said like, people are lending you, not even lending, they're giving you
Their time.
2.5 hours of their week every week.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is on one hand we really appreciate that because it sort of keeps us going on this type of thing, and it's like, you
Like
know,
there's some people, once they finish watching a podcast episode, they're like, oh, what should I do with myself now?
Right.
yeah.
Like they get, oh, I want to watch more. So
I was-
imagine if you give them like just an extra episode.
I was talking to someone that said he knew he was going to make a journey. So he stopped the podcast halfway. Before, like he was listening to it in his house, stopped the podcast halfway when he started his journey, started the podcast again just so he could finish it.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
journey. Like when I heard that, I was just like, you wanted us as company when you were driving.
Yeah.
That gassed me.
So, like, I know someone else told me like, oh, I don't do my gym workouts without WYHAPOD in my area.
Bro, sometimes when we upload late, people are messing the
People are vexed, bro.
Where's the episode?
Yeah.
Literally,
Oh,
one
forget
thing
that
I
too.
actually do love about podcasting is that, like, it's free. People just tapping in for free. We're making you smile for free.
free,
You have
yeah.
access to this.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, like, obviously the views and the likes and everything is important, but it's literally that one person that tunes in every week that I appreciate and that I'm actually doing this stuff for. I'd be tired as shit. 2 hours of sleep. You get me? I'm tired. People are doing things. You're probably doing. Or even a husband. Everyone's just doing things. You get me? But like because of that one person or those 5 people that want to see you, that's why I do podcasting.
Which is a beautiful thing, right? It's like
beautiful.
I'm not saying that we are charging for people
Of course,
to
of course.
watch our
There's
podcast. I'm
aspects.
saying like there is a way where people, I think it should be a thing in Ireland. It goes back to what VJ was saying to me, and I said I want to just invest in your business. This is your business, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's like people are consumers, which is cool, and we're happy to have consumers and the amount of consumers that we do have, and also like. So what it is, right, is we've given a lot of value. And it's like, I think, and this is me sort of almost pitching it to listeners, but it's true. How like the value we get back is the messages and stuff like that, and twice a year when you come and see us face to face. Do you know what I mean? It's like, all right, how can that grow? And that's just a natural sort of thing. Like, could that look potentially different? Not that we're saying. Like every single episode, like I'm saying, like Patreon type of stuff, like or membership type of stuff, like
If you get more value, we'd have the ability
To do more.
to do
To do
more.
way more.
Like so think about
It's
like
I think what people don't realize is like when you run a podcast, apart from like the cameras rolling, the editing that goes behind it, attaching the sounds to it, even the editing that goes up, the color grading that goes up,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually like another job.
Yeah,
As much
yeah.
as we sit here and talk, like once this is all done, we're still working behind the scenes
yeah,
just
yeah.
to get it up on that Wednesday for you guys to see. So it's like when you think of all these networks, like all like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, scratch that they're on like Sky and all of this stuff now.
Yeah.
But think about it back in the beginning. People had to invest in all these things for people to be able to see it. So it's kind of like the same thing. If you want people to do better, there needs to be more poured into it. Like even like recently, I even saw the 90s Baby were so smart because we're subscribed to them.
Yeah.
So we're paying monthly. Then they dropped one episode with their wives, and you couldn't get access to it unless you were
platinum.
gold.
Yeah,
Gold.
So
Gold.
You had to be
top of the
gold.
top. Oh,
Do you know,
crazy.
guys?
Yeah.
I really
No.
sat there and deep and said, I think I might have to
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
gold.
I just want to hear. I just want to hear it. Yeah.
I just want to hear this.
Yeah.
So it's like people will do it.
Yeah. Do you know what? They dropped the episode with Tammy's dad on Spotify. 10 minutes of it. I didn't even bother clicking it. Because
It's only 10 minutes.
So
it's only 10 minutes.
And you're going to be angry because you
And
realize
the,
that you
full,
have to get
pay.
the full episode is on. I'm not even going to listen to it.
we may or may not be saying that our girls are coming on soon.
Ooh.
Members only.
Soon come.
Members
I'm
only.
here for it. I'm here for
No,
it.
for real. Like as in, like,
Yeah.
I said all that to launch our members campaign. We're having members only coming to WYHAPOD
Coming
podcast
soon.
very soon. Very soon.
And you can tell us what kind of content you would like.
Yeah.
Games, another episode, whatever you would like.
Yeah. More, if you want to see more GTG, comment in the script in the comment section.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you want to see the girls come on, we could have. Do you know what I'm thinking?
I'm
Members
thinking 10 minutes down the road now.
Yeah. Members only debates.
Oh.
As in,
Like juicy stuff
and
as
bear
well.
in mind,
Yeah.
we can this is like
Like with gist,
we
get
can
the
be
gist.
angry with each other. We can go for
Yes,
it.
nothing
Yeah.
off limits.
Nothing
I love
off
that.
limits, like
I
that
love
type of
it.
vibe.
Because I've been filtering
But you
myself.
gotta pay. But you gotta pay.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah, that's
I like that.
Paying for unfiltered rose. You people enjoy it.
Yo, actually, while we're here,
Shout outs
shout out to Miss Mensa.
every
on YouTube.
week.
She leaves like 10 comments every
Per
wow,
episode.
Like, wow.
Like, she's putting timestamps like this point was great.
Yeah.
Like, she goes,
comments
I'm so
are
glad.
good.
you.
Every single week, yo, shout out to you. That's
Shout out Miss Mensa. Every week I'm seeing. I'm like, yo. I'm looking at the YouTube. I'm like, okay, 14 comments. Okay, let me see what people are saying.
Miss Mensa, Miss Mensa. Miss Mensa.
Okay, you watched the whole thing.
I love that.
Shout out to them.
Like, even last week, people were asking, what did you say? Like people were asking me, I was like,
At the end, yeah.
y'all watched
What is no
2
said?
hours.
Yeah.
Y'all watched 2 hours. It's crazy, you know. So
Because you said it at the end.
at the very end.
Yeah, very end. Very
No,
end.
So, but isn't it mad though? Like we're just in a room chatting, and people are so like sort of intrigued by that, or
Can I
like,
tell you something? You're not that you're devaluing yourself, but this is a skill. To be able to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
and to be able to captivate people every word you say. Chucky does this thing, right? When he's talking, he takes a break. So you're like, you kind of bring your ear closer. So like, it's just ways to bring people in. Then we're also we're not, okay, obviously sometimes we chat some rubbish, we chat some shit. You get me? But sometimes we're actually, like 90% of the time, we're actually saying something, educating you guys, updating you. That's why it's just the week. That's
Yeah.
why Tommy's bringing up stuff like, you know, topics
Yeah.
and stuff like. Do you get
Yeah,
me? We're
yeah.
talking real stuff. Like we won't start a podcast because people go out there and they chat shit. They say some sexist stuff. You know, what's that guy? The bold one.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like people are just saying stuff, rubbish, all that stuff there. But like I feel like we're actually bringing value personally.
I think even I'm not a Andrew Tate's fan or anything like that, but like what he's doing is like he's starting conversations and making people think. Which is exactly
That's
what
why we
we're
started.
also
Right.
kind of doing. It's to get people thinking. It's also sharing personal experiences with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are very, very shy. They're not able to come out and say this is what's happening, but they might tune in and be like, "Rah,
Right.
that mad thing that happened to Ross happened to me too."
Literally.
Yo, I'm not the only one going crazy. So it's like those are the reasons I feel like people join in.
Yeah.
quickly. You were caught up a little bit on the shade, bro.
No, I never thought 2024. I never thought 2024 would be my debut to the
Literally.
shade, bro.
2020. Yeah.
Bro.
So you made a little debut on the
Yeah.
shade, bro. Let's have a little chat about that. What happened?
So I'll take it back to the show. This thing pisses me off. In 2024, please leave black women alone.
Yes.
That's can you make that your title? Leave black women alone.
No, it's
Please.
nonsense. It's nonsense.
Please.
Sorry.
So basically, what happened was I didn't even see what he posted on to like maybe like 3 days after. My best friend was the one who saw the video.
yeah.
Shade Borough.
It was on the podcast the day after, right?
So
Margs on the day after. They were talking
I
about
didn't
it.
see it until like 3 days after it dropped.
mad, okay.
So my friend saw it and she goes, "Roz, I swear they're talking about you. This is your show." And I feel like everything that he described was exactly what happened in the scene. That's why when I dropped the receipts, that's why they posted on their story, because it was word for word what he was saying. So what basically happened on the show was that I won't really say it was a racist moment, but it was more so of an unconscious bias that I feel like a lot of people tend to have towards black women.
Yeah.
So what pissed me off the most that week is that producers actually told us, guys, you can speak on stage. Speak freely, speak your mind. Because when we first started the show, everyone didn't want to be that crazy person acting up on TV. So when we used to sit in those spots, people would be dead silent, even though that's not how we were speaking. And then we all go back and start screaming at each other. So when it happened in that moment, I was like, I've been told to speak up. And I've been speaking quietly, literally going around teaching the whole villa probability for the whole week. So what happened, guys, was that the week before, at the match of ceremony, we got one light beam. So I was in a reality TV show where you had the chance to win $1 million together. We've already lost a quarter of a million.
Did you win?
On the first week, we did win. So we won.
You lost 250.
Every single time you black out, guys, you lose a quarter of a million.
Quarter of a
Wait,
million.
what's blackout?
So the whole idea of the game was that there's 11 guys, there's 11 girls.
Yeah.
They have paired us together, but we do not know who the pairs are.
Okay.
At the end of every week, you have a matchup ceremony where you sit down and choose who you think your pair is. There's 11 light beams. They tell you how many pairs, but they don't say who. So you have to sit down every week through a process of elimination and probability to figure out who your perfect match is. And if you don't get an increasing number every single week, like figure out a new pair, you lose a quarter of a million every time.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of money. The first episode, guys,
They don't want to give you the money in the first place.
you can't get it for
a
free.
quarter of a million.
You have to work hard.
We already blacked out the first week and lost a quarter of a million. So after week 1, we were already on 750. So guys, I think by the time this episode happened, it was like week 5. In week 4, everyone chose their pairs and people weren't listening to me. There was one pair that I knew was a match and someone argued, for the sake of peace, I let them switch and they were wrong. So that week when I sat there, they were the only swap I made and it was actually that guy who spoke to me rudely. So I was right about his match. So that was the only extra match that we made, which was the only match that saved us from blacking out. I told everybody, don't pick the exact same person you sit with the week before, because
doesn't make
if
sense.
1 out of 11, it means everybody is wrong and only one person's right. So I literally
So
said to
people were picking the same people they
That's
picked.
what happened in that episode. They picked the exact...
Were they Americans, yeah?
They're from everywhere. They were from everywhere. So they picked the exact same person.
That's so sad.
And that's where I was like,
that's so dark.
Like you be fuming, like rightfully so.
do you get
Because
me?
I'm losing money.
Guys, it's also hot.
Yes,
It was
yes,
also, it was
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Wig
What
is
country
like
wig is in?
Gran Canaria,
Okay,
but
okay.
it was like during an insane heat wave. It was like 50 degrees. It
Oh,
was
what,
insane.
you had a wig?
I had a wig.
Damn. Why did
They
you
only
do
told us,
it?
no, they told us a week before. Like
Last
I flew out
episode,
of
she had
like this a week
I
before.
have her out. It was crazy.
I couldn't do it anymore,
As a
but-
friend, it was crazy.
It wasn't, babe. I couldn't do it anymore.
Was it lifting?
No, I
like
actually
this.
I off my wig during the show.
Like on camera?
right, but
I
she looked good though.
care.
She still looked good, but the hair
Fair
was
play.
$750 is on the line
Fair
and people
play.
are not listening to me.
Right.
So what happened in that specific episode was that the way I even explained probabilities, I dumbified it to the point where I said, if you and your woman is a match, nobody else is.
Yeah.
If you are the match, nobody else is.
Yeah.
So please tell me, why did everyone go on stage and choose the exact same group again? And then we only have one beam. And now, and even all I said was the tunnel vision is real. That's all I shouted. I didn't curse at anyone. And his response straight back was, the reason why no one likes talking to you is because you're terrifying. But when I had been saying it
To a black woman.
on TV.
throughout the whole week when I was talking, explaining probability, and it was going in one ear and out the other, I wasn't terrifying when I was quiet, saying exactly what I just said on stage again.
The guy is just intimidated by you.
It's
for
like
some
I didn't
reason.
terrify you enough to common sense, but all of a sudden when I'm calling out, I'm terrifying you.
So that was what literally pissed me off because, and even this is another thing that wasn't shown on camera. I had a conversation with that guy like 6 hours before explaining the struggles of black women being.
Oh, yeah?
Guys, that's why like I was
So it
ready to
went through this,
comprehend. It went through one
everything
ear and
that
out the
Everything
other.
went through the same line,
That's literally the clip of me afterwards is me literally saying, but when I speak, it goes in one ear and out the other. But when I shout, I'm not called terrifying. Now I'm the angry black woman.
And so Marg's thing was that, yeah,
She was
he
terrifying.
agrees with the white guy. Like,
Yeah,
No, not sorry. Can I? Not only did he. Okay, it's cool. She was called terrifying on TV. Calm. But Maz was going to add aggressive. That's not. That's not what even.
That was not
said.
even the word.
Okay.
Never put aggressive before black woman. Never.
Never, after, in between, never.
And for me, it was also a case where he's like, but if you're acting mad aggressive, someone should correct them. But it's like, you jump straight to the point of calling me aggressive, but you didn't sit down and actually
watch the
fully
whole
watch
thing.
that episode.
Yeah.
Because if you did, you would have seen everyone's faces being like, I was the one who was doing Peacemaker in the back. This was something, a little bit of tea. When the show actually aired, I was talking to one of the producers and he said to me, he goes, Roz, it's really funny he found you aggressive. But when the white girls were fighting against each other, they weren't aggressive. And I was never in a physical altercation.
They're just upset with each other.
They're just upset.
It's a little bit of a miscommunication.
Communicating with their hands.
They're just emotional.
Yeah, it's emotional.
Just emotional.
That's why
I
he
know.
said it's unconscious bias.
It's just unconscious bias because it's like I genuinely don't believe that he was racist. But the things that like just pissed me off, and when this even aired last year, I never addressed it because I had people DMing me telling me I was a coconut head, I was stubborn. There was group forums saying that Rosin is so wrong, and then she's playing the race card. There was people who were coming for him as well. So I heard that he started getting death threats that people saying you should go.
Like,
Yeah.
Like what, defending you?
Self-delete.
Trying to like exactly. So I didn't want to comment on it back then because I didn't want to add to that.
Yeah, for sure.
So when even all of that happened, I remember in the group chat, all the Caucasians in the group chat were messaging each other basically saying, everyone go check up on him. But it wasn't
Forgot about
until
you.
Julia Ruth who was like, why is no one checking up on Roz? Even then, they wanted me to come online and write a statement basically being like, oh, that things are cool and fine with him. Why couldn't he come out and write a statement and say, actually, I've gotten to know Roz. She's not terrifying. I was so wrong for using that word. Everyone would look for the reasons to blame a black woman, be called aggressive, be
Yeah.
terrifying. But when you're proven wrong that you're not terrifying, because I terrifyingly won the competition for them. I was no longer scary anymore.
In such a terrifying fashion.
You know, no one came out to come and clear the rumors that this baby is no longer terrifying. In fact, there's a clip going around the world of people now saying I'm aggressive and terrifying. So I'm like, leave black women alone this 2024, please.
Like, okay, and so I, on one hand, I definitely like think, as we were saying, like, don't put aggressive and black woman in the same sentence, because I just think it doesn't help at all. And so then the conversation I had that week, right, was like, someone saying like, what if she was being aggressive, right?
How do you call it out?
And I said don't. I really, now, am I justifying something that's wrong? Yes, 100%. But it's like, it's because it gives people sort of this ammunition
It's the damage it would
to
do.
like, it's like, he said it, he called it out because he's black as well. It was like, I think when that thing happens, if anything, is a sis. Let me talk to you privately. Like this is this is how maybe it came across. Or but to publicly say that you're perpetuating the same sort of idea amongst like for black women, and it does nothing positive for them at all. So I had to say that to the guy, but it's like, I think what I was pointing out is like, the issue is that there's ways that we just are, right? You're expressive. We are expressive people, and again, like as I said, I was preaching today in like a predominantly white church, and as I was preaching, right, the two black people in the church, they were speaking in tongues the whole way through. I was like, God is good. They were siki antaya. Like, that's who we are. And like the white people were just like,
All right.
You know what I mean? It's just who we are. We're expressive. When we're chatting right now, you know, somebody could walk in and think we're arguing. No, we're in love. We love each other. We're just chatting. We're just expressive, and that's what people need to understand. That we're expressive people. It doesn't mean it's violent. It doesn't mean it's angry. We're just expressive, and don't coin it what it's not.
Yeah.
And if you coin it, because coining it what it's not perpetuates what happens now with the police when they see us.
Yeah.
It's the ideas that they're aggressive anyways.
Right.
So if he's running towards me, they shoot him down.
Yeah.
It almost
I mean-
confirms what you already have in your head.
Yeah.
Oh, this black woman
Of
is
the
shouting,
stereotypes,
aggressive.
exactly.
But it's like the idea is consistently being reinforced like, all the time. Which is
What you got? Sorry.
No, go on.
she's gonna say cost of living crisis at the end.
Cost of living crisis. But you know them shows like where the women are actually fighting on TV.
Like that's what housewives.
Those women aren't called aggressive though. It's entertainment.
Ratchet.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But
I feel
that's ratchet TV.
White women are afforded a certain level of grace.
That black women.
No, black women do it too. Remember that?
No, but what I was going to say is I think when it comes to black women on television, I said it, I spoke to one of my friends on the Good Space about black women on television and mental health. And something that I concluded at the end of it was that black women are never given grace on television
never.
at all.
Never.
Never.
Even look at the
Never.
stick that Kachi is getting.
Yeah.
And she's a presenter. She's presenting.
Yeah.
Stick.
It's not even stick, bro. It's even like just like
People making
people
comments on
make
her weight.
comments on our body, like
On her weight.
some madness.
When
Ah,
it
you
came
shouldn't be
to-
doing this, that, and the other.
Like Nella Rose. It's like,
Yeah.
I feel like
Madam Joyce.
grace should have been given both ways for the Nella Rose situation. I feel like a lot of people haven't lived the life that she's lived.
lived.
So I don't get why people feel like it's okay to come online and say you don't have the right to feel that emotion. You haven't walked 10 miles in her shoes.
That's all.
You don't get to say that. And the same way that she should have applied grace on the guy who didn't have the understanding. I feel like what a lot of people don't give these days is
It's
grace.
grace. Yeah.
I've been thinking about
We're
that all
human
week.
beings,
Like
yeah.
you don't extend the grace that we
No.
Received.
Yeah.
That's and that's why we're human. We're flawed, anyways. Like,
Yeah.
like it kind of makes sense in a way that we don't give grace, but it's like all this cancel culture rubbish, this, that, the other. Like you don't give people a chance to change.
Yeah.
Like once you see someone has made a mistake, you just want to hit them when they're down.
And I feel
doesn't
like
make sense.
with black people, they're ready to jump on the bandwagon. Like I saw it a lot recently with the 90s babies and the whole Congo thing. And it's like I came online and I was like, the same people who have spent money going to their shows, who listen to these guys, now you're all sat there in the DMs
All of
jumping
a
on
sudden.
it. We're not saying what happened was correct, but you haven't even given them the grace to fix their errors. And people say like you love them, you like listening to them.
Yeah.
It's like, do you really?
It's why for me, like in this whole thing of like entertainment or whatever we're doing, it's like they like you for why they like you, and their love for you. Some people love you genuinely to the point where they will have a poster of you on the wall. As in, I'm not saying, I don't know if there are any podcasts or that, you know, but I'm saying, you know, like when people really love you, they really mess with you, and they almost don't see a fault in what you do. And there's people who just like, I like, so let me break it down slightly, right?
I like them as long as they entertain me.
As long
It's
as whatever they're
conditional.
saying, yes, is aligned with what I think and my worldview, right? So, for example, it's like you have people who are fighting. I'm talking about this in the context of a team, right? You have people who are fighting. We're fighting the same enemy, and there's people that are fighting for the same cause, and there's people who are like your comrades, like they that's your brother, companion, like as in. So I have very few companions. I've a good few sort of comrades, and I have some people that are fighting. We're fighting against the same enemy. So if you have that concept in your head, then when people are listening to you, some people are listening to you because they like the narrative you talk about.
They
Some
like
people
your perspective.
Some people like your personality, and some people actually genuinely like you as a person. The people that like you as a person, it's very hard for them to see wrong in what you do, or even if they see wrong in what you do, like it's like they'll give you grace quicker.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to about the nice baby thing with my missus, and she was just like, "You kind of never see wrong in what they do." I'm like, "No, I do. Like,
I do, but you've known them for years in your mind.
Exactly. So when it happened, I'm like, "Oh, lads, that wasn't good."
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm like, they'll sort it out.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
'Cause- and also because you above all the rest of the crew can vouch for their character. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you've watched them long enough to know that their character, this is who they genuinely are as people.
Even that's why I really respect how they handled it. Even the girl
Yeah.
that came on the pod literally said, "I've watched your content. I know you guys are not malicious.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I'm sitting here talking to you."
Yeah.
Do you get me? And like, because I think I said it to you guys, and I was like, I hope that they deal with it in the same manner in which the issue happened in terms of
Platform.
exactly.
Platform,
The platform.
Don't
Yeah.
just write a tweet.
They dealt it
sit
with it
down,
so well.
and
Yeah.
talk about it, and
It was-
that's exactly what they did. And you only
Yeah.
have to respect them for it.
But so I think we were discussing now the people that just jump on the sort of bandwagon, and it's like,
Yeah.
then when we're doing this thing, and we're like, we talk for 2 hours, guys. Do you think we're gonna have perfect speech for 2 hours? No.
As you
It's
can
gonna-
see, Renaissance.
like Renaissance, like Renaissance or whatever. Like we're gonna have moments where like there's a slip up, or like Snow's gonna say something at the end of a podcast that
This is mad.
if we left it in, we're not gonna be sitting here today. We're gonna be doing an apology podcast.
Would you man do
couple.
it? Would you man do the apology podcast?
No, because it's mad now. Think about the context. If you had to get some,
No,
Hey!
no, forget about. Would you do it?
Yeah, no. If
Yeah?
I do believe it's
yeah, I would.
yeah, it's
It would just be the
important.
two of you.
But you
sha.
talking
Well,
most.
I think
No, it will be the two of you.
Yeah, no, it's important to like at least acknowledge when you've actually done something wrong.
It's
No,
good,
I can
yeah.
acknowledge it. Yes,
No, but
No,
do
just be
you
the two
think
of
what
you.
you said was good?
I don't think it was bad. Like it wasn't like cancel.
No.
No one knows what he said,
Nobody knows what he says.
because
It wasn't.
Only
it
the
wasn't
people in the
cancel.
room.
Like them, these guys think it's canceling.
I'll-
Can I say something? Can you cut it out? In case-
Go for it.
Okay, so basically, I was thinking, because obviously with the whole Chris Brown thing again, obviously I'm not condoning his behavior.
Do you know what? Stop.
No.
No, wait.
No, you let me lie.
Wait, Demi,
Let
say
it
it to me
land.
first. If I say it's bad, then it's bad.
Okay.
No, I don't think he's a good joke.
No, I am.
He's a bad judge.
No,
He's a
I am.
bad judge. Anyways, how are you guys?
yeah.
Grand. Yeah, but no, yeah. So what's
That's not bad.
Yeah, but like I just wanted to be sure, because obviously Chris Brown is always a tough, like.
That's not bad.
Go for it.
Subject. Can I still this, please? Yeah. So basically, obviously, I don't condone his behavior. Obviously, he did what he did, or whatever. But like, I feel like right, all his opportunities have been thrown in the bin. Like he's not allowed to play in the NBA, not allowed to
Yeah,
get
that was-
awards, all that stuff there.
Yeah, he got invited to the NBA All Stars,
Literally.
and they revoked his
They revoked
invitation.
it.
Wow.
So basically, like, okay, now we see him. This is life now because of that mistake he did, right? If he now commits suicide, that's when everybody's gonna be like, oh, we should have taken it easy. Is it now until someone commits suicide or someone hurts themselves? Is then we should now start giving grace? It's even too late to give
Should I
grace.
tell you what it is?
on.
I think everyone underestimates the impact on the internet.
Right.
I think so too.
Right.
Right.
So they think, oh, but like, what's my one tweet going to do to big Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I know,
And
I-
like they don't, and they don't understand that like you're part of the hive. You're, do you get me? You're part of the big voice that's shouting at this one guy for
Right.
a thing
Yeah.
that they make. One and grace. Like I think you're looking at yourself, saying to yourself, I am incapable of doing what Chris Brown did, or I'm incapable of doing what X person did, or I don't have the ability to do. It's like if circumstances were not right, but if the circumstances were there, you'd probably make same mistakes as the people that you're judging,
Right.
even worse mistakes than the people that you're
Right.
pointing fingers
Because
at.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, and most people just feel like because there's a screen separating them from the person that
doesn't
oh my
affect
god,
them.
like I can't believe you did this, or like why would you do such a thing, or don't speak in that manner, or don't say things. Bro, you don't have the courage to sit down in front of a camera. Do you get me?
Your life is not displayed 24/7.
do you get what I'm trying to say?
that.
Like you don't have the courage to do that, but you can just be out here pointing fingers.
Yeah.
It's mad.
I think with like any artist, podcasters, like firstly the 90s baby, I didn't really follow it. Do you know what I mean? But I did see what they said. Like I understand that they took accountability, which I completely agree with. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, I've spent personal time with them, like being a guest on their thing, so I actually have no beef with them or anything like that. But what I do feel is that when you're talking about serious
Situations like that,
like serious things, like you do have to sort of be aware, and it's like they didn't have awareness in that time, and you can't fault them for that. You know what I mean? But it's like there's such a big problem going on in Congo. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, yes, you might have just like laughed at a comment. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, what, like that comment is a very bad comment. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I think the way they like handled it was like, it was very good. Do you know what I mean? Because they said like, look, we were wrong for that. You know what I mean? For Chris Brown, I think that, yeah, he is like, he made a mistake, or he did an action when he was 19 years old, which is like, you shouldn't do those things. You know what I mean? He also has taken accountability. But I think what's so hard for Chris Brown, and it's the whole impact on domestic violence, like DV, do you know what I mean? Like for both men and women. And it's like, yes, you made a mistake, and people can allow for your mistakes, but it's like, if you allow him into these situations, you're also allowing the impact of DV. And I think that's the biggest problem. You know what I mean?
The biggest was Rihanna.
What?
I think it was because it was Rihanna.
I don't think.
Like,
at the time.
I'm saying if he did that to
A random girl.
Mary, right? I'm not disputing the fact that he would. There'll be a level of cancellation. There'll be a level of outrage and all these type of things there. But I think you did it to someone who was like literally, who is Rihanna?
No,
Like, do you know what I mean?
I think at the time it was because it's Rihanna, but I think the impact on it.
Well, somebody else.
Yeah, it was some.
It happened. I think it was it Karushi?
Yeah, crucial.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it punched her in the stomach or
Yeah,
something.
it didn't get as much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It didn't get as much
no, but I
attention.
think
and people don't refer to that. They always only refer to the Rihanna
100%.
situation.
But I think it's like, but because it happened to Rihanna, do you know what I mean? It's like, that's why there's such a spotlight on him. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's-
Like, it didn't happen to.
I don't mean to sort of diminish that, because I do agree that it is the whole thing about like DV. It is the whole idea of that. You know, I think it was rightfully so. It was because it was who it was as well.
Yeah.
Amongst like, because you're right. Now it's more so like, bro, we don't want to allow or to be seen allowing someone who did this.
Exactly.
But it would, I guess what I'm trying to say now is, in 2024, this happened in 2009, I believe, right? In 2024, I don't know if he would be cancelled to the same level he is till this day if it was Mary down the street, is what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, because he has a lot of money anyways, so things can be covered up a lot easier. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's doing it.
Like,
Yeah, do you get me? It's like,
We forgot about Diddy.
Diddy, like everything
mad.
that he's been accused of doing, like
but that's what's sort of wrong with
It's
our.
because it's not like the victims are not like
Bait.
superstars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everyone just like, look at how long it took R. Kelly to get grabbed.
Yeah,
Right.
It was,
Everybody-
it was since the 90s that these things are blowing
Allegations
up.
have been coming out since, it was a bit mad. Like, you're right about it. Like, it's such this whole thing with power and money, right?
Yeah.
And do you know what? I'm gonna go quickly back to the 90s baby thing, right? It's like the boys said something like, or participated in something that was horrible, right? The consequences is something that they would just have to live with.
yeah, and, yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
And like, no, you're dead right. Because like, I feel like you have freedom to make mistakes, but you
have to
also
live with it.
you have to live with the consequences.
There's some
100%.
mistakes that you make that you live with the consequences. Like Chris Brown, he has to live with that for the rest of his
Like,
life.
the issue is there's many 19-year-olds that don't beat up women. Like, do you know
Like
what I
there's
mean?
more that don't do it that do.
that
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I
Like,
hope so.
And as well with Chris Brown, like the fella did 2 concerts in like a month or something
2
last
world
year.
tours.
2 world tours. You get me? Like he still has the like
a massive fan base.
he's a huge fan base, but
Mainly
because you
women.
can't go to the NBA, like do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you're
relax.
still getting to do your
You're so-
performance. You're
you're
still
so-
getting
You're not in jail.
yeah, do you know what I mean? Like you're still being able to do what you love to do, like but you can't go to this award thing, like
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I feel like there's a certain level of entitlement to his attitude.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
when
there is.
when he loses
is.
when he loses
Okay,
opportunities.
I agree with that.
I'm like,
Oh, does he like come out and
bro, he
Well, he posted
On
up
the
about
story.
the
Like,
NBA thing.
yeah,
yeah.
he posted
But
up the
it's because
acceptance
he's
email.
been in his eyes, he thinks that he's been forgiven because he's sold out 2 world tours. People
Yeah.
are showing up. Like I went
It's
to go
I
see
can
him for a
understand it's
friend's
confusing,
birthday
yeah.
in Paris, and it was in the Paris stadium.
Paris, yeah.
That's like 20.
where'd you go? Sorry.
Oh, I went to Paris. So we went to Paris for a friend's birthday, and she wanted to go to his concert. So that's where I saw him. that thing was kitted out, man.
Sold out.
And that is, I'm pretty sure it was at least 20,000. And he sold that on multiple days twice.
Yeah.
So in his mind, he's thinking, people love me.
I'm good.
Why can I still not go?
I feel like I was trying to just draw. Did you want
No,
to
no,
say
go
something?
on, no, go on.
No, I was just trying to draw, like, obviously moving away from Chris Brown now because it's so touchy. I just, that kind of whole, like, social media, cancel culture, not giving grace, and the, like, people's mentals. Like, I think we can draw a connection between both of them because people will always, like, come for people online consistently and whatnot, but you don't know how far it's going to, like, bring them. And then obviously when something bad happens now, that's when, we should step back and, like, you know, that we shouldn't have said this, or
Same thing
I
that
feel so
happened.
sorry, or you guys are doing this, but you were part of the people, like, this
Love
and that.
Island host.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what
Years
happened to.
ago.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what
literally,
happened. That's what happened.
like it was that's textbook what happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
I think she hit her husband. She was
It
abusive to
was
her
actually, it was a DV situation as well. Yeah.
and like she
yeah.
was berated online. Second, she committed aside. All of
Be
a sudden,
kind.
it was like, oh my god, be kind to people.
And
Like,
then the next host, they were going at her again. The one before Maya Jama.
Yeah,
what was
I
her
can't
name?
remember her name, the
They
blonde
were,
lady.
They were abusing her
Yeah.
again.
yeah.
It's like we don't learn. I think it's just it's a we're in a world where everyone's judgmental anyways. We judge, like, humans judge. It's a normal thing, right? If you saw somebody who had ripped clothes right now, you would assume something of them. We're judgmental anyways. But I think as Tommy was saying, it's like it's that whole idea that there's 90% of people I'm not going to say to your face, but it's so comfortable to say that to a screen.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. And they don't know that, as you were saying, like the impact of what typing those things have. And it's only until real life implications happen that it's like I realize what my typing did.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like, it's like,
yeah. But I don't think people actually consider celebrities as real people.
Yeah,
Do you ever,
yeah, yeah,
like, do you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
just think of a
Right,
celebrity and you
right,
go,
right,
like,
right.
Yeah.
like,
They don't.
imagine seeing them in person. Like, do you know what I mean? You're just like, what
It's
the
because
hell?
they think that the life they're living is different from mine.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
But we're all the same. Like, we all breathe
All
the same
breathe the
air. Do you
same
get me?
air.
Like,
It's even
Wow.
the same as footballers. Like the amount of stick, someone like Maguire,
Yeah.
the amount of stick he got
Yeah.
on Twitter, but for him to still be playing, and I saw a pic of him signing autographs for
Yeah,
fans,
for
still
fans.
happy.
Yeah.
So his mental must be strong.
Or he might have just gone through it like deeply and had to get mad help, and then but we see him like come out the next day to play football, and you're like,
don't
he
even
must
know
be strong.
man's
You
going
don't,
home at
you
night
don't know
crying.
what's happening when he's
You
going.
make a mistake, you just see bare. Oh my god, you're so you're getting my club. Like even I do sometimes. This guy is so clap.
The guy should still get out of the club, sir.
That's the thing. I feel like that's why I heard this advice one time. It's just like you should be indifferent about people, how people feel about you. Do you get me?
Yeah.
If someone loves you,
That's
someone
what I'm
hates
trying
you.
to say. Yes.
Do you get me?
Yes.
Just it's the same. Like it's
And that's what I'm saying about like our fans or our supporters, our listeners. It's like they love you, which is cool, and like enjoy what that looks like,
yeah.
and enjoy what that is. If there was a time frame on that, enjoy it.
Because when they hate you,
Because when they hate you,
be the
They
exact
hate
same.
But have you not even deep when someone hates you, how much they're literally your biggest fans?
yeah, no,
Like it
yeah.
literally gets to a point of exception. Like
Right.
there's recently something between like me and Demi, so she knows exactly who I'm talking about right now. But it's a case
drop the
where
bombs,
it's
no?
like I'm not dropping nothing.
Give us the tea.
Give us
the gist.
So I know somebody has. I don't know if it's an unconscious bias towards me, and it's so funny because it's like I just don't really pay too much attention to person. It's not that I hate you. It's not that I don't like you. It's just you're not very relevant to me for you to be on my brain.
Yes.
But something I've just realized is like this person will seem to nitpick on nearly every. Bear in mind, I'm not paying attention to you, but you nitpick everything that comes out of my mouth. Even things I don't say, you pin on me. If I don't say something, you don't like me. If I do say something, you don't like me. Maybe you should say this, but yet you always want to be around me. So that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes your biggest haters are sometimes your biggest fans. Maybe they're waiting for you to like them as much as some. I don't know.
Isn't that why when they're canceling you, they're telling you episode 104.
They know exactly what you said.
08 is when you've been saying this for a long time. I knew actually. Why did you pay for my members only if you knew I was a dickhead? Like like what's wrong with you actually?
I even commented on something on
you
the
have a bad judge of character.
I commented on something on the Shea Bar recently, and it was like a bunch of people complaining. I even had to be like, do you people not find it weird that you're literally commenting on something you don't like? You can just get out, you can leave, you can move on,
right.
you can ignore.
So true.
Can I tell you something? I think it's a mental thing. Anything we see on our phones or on a TV, we think is fake. We don't think it's real. Even the human beings that are being human, that we're seeing being human on TV, we think it's fake. We don't think it's real. So I think we dehumanize them. It's
that's true. We dehumanize them for sure.
I think it's so easy to be negative though. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Misery loves
so
company.
easy.
Is misery loves company?
Yeah,
Hopefully, yes.
No,
that's
it's so easy to be negative.
It's true.
It's very
It's true.
easy.
Do you know
Misery
that?
loves
very
company.
easy.
Demi, think about it. You know that when you're on your down days, right? And like one bad thing happens and then something else happens and you're like, yeah, this is that bad for that reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like you hit your toe off like a door or something and then you're like, oh, well, like the sky's like not bright out. Do you know what I mean? And then like everyone's just fuming. You just like fester. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so easy. But think about like people, like some people are like that every day. Do you get me? And then it's like instead of actually trying to do work on yourself, because it's actually a projection thing as well. Like people,
that's the word.
literally
That's the word.
projecting.
I was literally going to say that. It's like,
Their life is crap.
when someone says
Dead ass, their life is crap, and like
Right.
because my life is shit. Why do you have a good life?
why is yours good?
Yeah.
Someone says do you know what? I'll be honest with you.
Go on.
And I might be hitting at some people, even a little bit.
Look at the camera when you're saying it.
No, it's not even shit like that. It's not
okay.
even- But it's like people make comments to me regularly, right? But that's okay because I've sort of always been in some sort of light. Does that make sense? Like so, people will always make comments about me, and then so there's certain comments that people make that I hear very loud and clear, but all I hear is your insecurity,
Right.
And all I hear is your projection.
Right.
That's all I'm hearing.
yeah.
Right? And I'll smile at you and say, but I just know that you made that comment because somewhere in your life there's a deficiency. And you are
Deficiency is crazy.
No, he's correct. You ain't with that. You hate.
no, it's true.
You're
No, I'm
right.
saying it's about
Yeah, and there's a mad there's a mad insecurity there, or whatever it is, and like there's somebody that every time she saw me, she had to comment about like my height, had to, like all that. And listen, I grew up in Tala. In school, we tough skin.
Yup.
Insults was a way of communicating. Like
What's the story, you black? But like I said, that was hello,
Yeah.
David. I'm telling you, no joke. So,
Yeah.
but this every time that was her thing, and one day, because I just clocked that you're. Also, she shouldn't have been insulting somebody. She you know those people that.
She's obtuse.
That's crazy. Obtuse triangle.
Crazy.
I mean, obtuse angle. What's that? Is that
It's a
one?
triangle where none of the.
No, it's like this.
no, bro. There's actually
It's a triangle where none of the angles are the same, right?
No, let me show you an obtuse angle.
Is it?
Let me show
It's a
you.
triangle.
Obtuse,
None of the
is it
angles are the same.
but the angle is. So you see,
wide.
acute is like narrow. It's like
Look, like this.
less than 90 degrees, I
That's a
believe,
reflex.
or 45 or
Obtuse,
something.
It's a
Yeah.
bit wide.
Bro, I actually saw, do you know, in regards to what you're talking about, there was a perfect video on TikTok. I saw this girl put up a video and the caption was like, oh, when you meet a guy and he's less than 6.5 inches, right? And she was dancing to the video.
Or like prick.
Yeah. And then she was dancing to the video. And in the comment section, someone goes, when the girl is slagging you but has A cups, her boob size. And then she now responds to that video, goes, actually, the insults on this video is not making me feel so good. I'm like, but you
just
The
insult.
whole
thing is
But can I? It's cause like it's they've been abusing men so long for either the height, the dick size, the this, the that it's normal now.
Yeah.
But once the guy now throws it back. Because girls don't really get abused like that.
Like we grew up on abuse.
Yeah,
like
abuse me, die.
Like
So
we
suffering
literally,
and abuse.
we literally grew, like we literally greet each other, alpha bastard. Like,
people were like, oh, how's it done?
how's it done? Like, that's like as a boy banter is deep.
Like girls don't
scary.
get banter
Do you know
like
what I mean?
that.
But even if you say something like that to your girl's like, don't call me bastard.
yeah,
Like, I mean, like, stop there. Let's be the last time.
I'm not one of your boys.
And then Mr. goes, I am your wife.
But you know what I mean? Like, so it's that whole thing where it's like,
Like even when girls see, if you see a picture on the gram now of a girl, and you know that picture is not nice. You know that the way she's doing her face is not nice. You know what she's doing is not nice. You say, you're killing a girl.
I've actually stopped doing that.
You're kidding.
You've stopped.
Yeah, like when I see a picture and I actually don't like it, I just scroll past it.
First.
That's good.
I'm
That's
saying.
good.
Keep doing that, please.
Yeah.
I won't come
Please.
in. I won't come in.
Stop encouraging nonsense.
Renaissance. No, it's right. So that's the whole thing. So it's this projection thing. And so when people are literally having horrible lives, horrible days, and they say something to you, being able to know that that's not a reflection of actually you or whatever that is, it's just simply them and the life that they're living. It makes you honestly, it makes you sorry for them.
Yeah, honestly.
You're not even like, oh,
Yeah.
you're so, I just like, I'm like, oh, I wish you would have
especially
a
when it's someone that I don't even know you like that.
Yeah.
For it to be
But
bantering with me like that,
We're
I
not
don't
that
even know
level.
you like
We're not
that.
that level.
If I was you now, the whole place was scatter.
I was like, I can actually slap you.
If I was you, the whole place was scatter.
No, like I've learned not to take like obviously you can take advice from anywhere. You know, you can always be humbled or whatnot. But like deep who the person is and what they're actually saying to you, and if it's something I should value in the first place. Because like they might not be. Let's say for example, you're at a certain level. I don't know. Maybe you want to be a footballer. You're not gonna take advice from someone that's playing in relegation. You're gonna take someone that's gonna play in Premier League. Am I making sense?
Yeah, so yes, you're completely right. Relegation's not a league though, but
Sorry, is it relegation?
no, I just had
Relegated. What is it?
no,
Relegated
is a position.
A
as in-
relegated team.
Why you guys not correct me on the spot?
Is that right?
Relegation
Is
is
that-
like when you get like relegated. I'm saying the same one.
A
Like
relegated
say you're in the
team.
Premier League,
yeah.
The Premier League, then there's Championship. So if you're like 18, 19, 20th in the Premier League, you get
What's
relegated.
below championship?
League One,
two.
League Two, League One.
Yeah.
League Two.
You won't take advice from
Conference.
someone from League 2, would you?
I would.
If you're trying to be
I completely
I get what
understand.
you're-
I completely understand what you're saying.
Give me a B
Say,
minus.
like,
No, you get A.
B. No, you can't even get A. You can't get A.
No, her point is valid.
You're
No, her
struggling
point is
E. I'll tell you that.
E is failure.
Oh,
you know?
no, say D. Struggling D. Struggling D.
But do you not think that, like, I think you can not take advice off anyone, but like, I think people can hand out advice, doesn't matter where they are in their own life, but it just needs to be, what's that word? Critical? No. What's that?
Constructive.
Constructive, yeah.
Because the homeless people be given facts though.
But it's just like, you could...
Sorry. No, sorry.
Why did you go there?
No, go on.
No,
'Cause
baby,
I actually don't know. Homeless
Yeah.
people.
No, like let's say you know, like
Yeah,
sometimes
like
they be
that
giving
means
like
that's
because obviously they've been through life.
fantastic.
No, they've been through life, so obviously they when they give you advice.
Oh,
like,
okay,
it's
okay.
You got
We have to
Oh,
let her
okay,
know. We have to let her know.
yeah.
Okay, you know, once she landed,
Yeah, that makes sense.
landed.
That
I'm
makes
so
sense.
sorry for interrupting.
No,
you.
don't mind it.
Listeners, I'm sorry, man. It's a long day. 2 hours of sleep. 2 hours of sleep. I'm sorry.
All right, I think we'll let you get your sleep now. We're gonna just
No,
round
we
it
can
off there.
continue. Let's talk about something else.
I'm screaming.
You guys ever think about like?
No,
I have a question.
She has a lot to talk about.
Actually, I have a question.
Ask a question.
It was around this whole idea of
Damn.
insulting men. So amongst women, it's a very common trend now to just it's become normal. Like, what do you think the future impact of that is?
It's not
Such a good question, bro. Such
you
a
know
good
what?
question.
The future
I
impact.
actually hear it, and I'm trying to catch myself on it.
No,
I try
and
not to
the-
generalize all
And the
men.
issue is like the thing that always makes me laugh personally is like, oh, men are this. Who are you going to marry?
Can I tell you something?
Are you gay?
I've never really like, let's say, come from. Obviously, probably if you, I delete the tweets because in case I got famous. But like, let's say I've never really tried to come for men because obviously I have men as friends. Do you get me? But like,
really, Demi?
no, go look.
Me, I come for the person. You know me.
Yeah, obviously, if someone makes a mistake, yeah, but I'm not actually so.
Yeah,
I don't
she
actually cuss. Like, I haven't cussed out my ex, and he did a Ross clutch. You get what I'm saying? But like, even then, moving forward, like I've just kind of said, I love these niggas to spew
Spew.
positivity. Do you get me? So obviously, you can't come for me because I always ask anyone. I always say I love these niggas. So
Demi is. It's like
No, Demi, you're truly one of one.
yeah, for
no, you
sure.
guys get my point though. Like I won't say because first of all, who's paying for the food?
no,
Niggas.
no.
Who's picking up? Niggas. Like who's giving you knowledge and
Don't
knowledge?
spoil my bag.
Niggas.
No, see, I'm saying,
Cognitive.
Sorry.
the reason I'm that because I've been in your presence and you've thrown shade at men, but like, I guess it's.
Wait, no receipts.
Man
When?
is pulling you up on your.
No, it's not. Everyone has like it
What
is-
year? 'Cause I'm a new person now.
Yeah, 2022, 2023.
She said she stopped now though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and like
I love these niggas.
no. I guess I'm not trying to call you out. I'm not. I've heard Rose do the same thing as well. It's just it's been such a norm that it's like it's part of conversation. Just like you're talking about this. Yeah, men always do that. Men are.
It started off with the men are trash thing. Because I remember this was when what album did Drake release? Anyways, Drake released one album, and then someone said men are trash, and then I quoted saying that relax, Drake just released an album, go and listen to it. and she got so pissed. She started abusing me.
No, but like I do hear it, and I think it's something that we've actually have tried to stop doing on the pod. We now say some. Because it's not all men. Because at some point I realized I actually have brothers, and I hope my brothers don't behave like this. Like I also have good guy friends in my life, and I see how they treat their own women. It's not all men are trash. Not all. There's a lot of them out there, but not all.
Or it's just the sample size that we get on Twitter. How about that? Like, how about just the internet men?
When I'm talking about men are trash, I'm talking about the ones I've seen in my lifetime. We don't need to reach Twitter.
I hear. I do hear
that again.
I've experienced real life thing, like real life.
But okay, I'm fair. No, fair, right?
Had to get breakfast. Hey, orange juice, pelu grapefruit juice to add in the bitterness and sourness.
Here's what I'm saying though. It's like, you don't have to tell me, but you've not dated more than 10 men, have you? Like as in relationship.
Like
boyfriend,
this is my man.
girlfriend.
Yeah, like this is my man.
Just one.
Okay, just one, right?
And a half.
How does that work?
Like, was he like really? Was he like really?
Was it boots?
You know, you have.
I was gonna say, was he really short? Like
no, that's
good.
See, you came for a guy. It's not even about height. I don't even care about height anymore. But like basically,
I came for a guy. Relax.
Wait, you say you don't really care about height?
She actually doesn't.
But like my point is that let's say for example, I had a boyfriend. That's one, and then obviously I had one that was almost going to be there, but it was cut off.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, you've been wanting to say something.
Say. Talk.
I've been fighting for these about the thing. I'm just thinking it to myself because I think I'm like this. But anyways, no, I think like it's not all men. Do you get me? It's not all men. But there's a lot of men that do women dirty.
Here's my problem though.
But it's not all men. My man. Love you.
Which is great, right? So here's my thing with right? It's like it's not all men. Fantastic. That's quite obvious, right? What percentage? Because when we say many men, right?
Many men.
Sorry.
We say many men, right? And I'm like, cool, fair enough, right? Is it many men that you've dated? Is it like because
no?
Fair, right? So then we look at, is it many men in Ireland?
Yes.
Cool. Is it many men in the UK?
Yes.
Wait.
Is it like I want the numbers?
Wait, that's what I'm gonna go.
That's what I'm
gonna go. It's like okay, many men in the UK, yes. Many men in Nigeria, yes. Many men in France, yes. All right, so have you talked to all these men? Have you talked to all the women? Like, here's my thing: the numbers, because this is generalizations that you can't make without statistics. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't, because what's happening? What's happening, right? Is you're talking to men, and you're saying most men are trash. Right? Or not all men, most men are trash, right? And you're talking to the young guy who's watching you saying, like, because he's asking what's the impact of saying these things, right? Like, are there men who are trash? 100%, I'm not disagreeing with that. And people are human beings. Like, everybody's a human being. So are we saying, is the standard for men to be absolutely have a clean streak and be perfect, or is it like I'm not disputing the fact that there's men that are like very who have done really horrible things, outrageous things.
Absolutely.
I've heard stories and stuff,
crazy.
and I've heard stories of women that done outrageous stuff, but it's not going to be sort of my metric on like women. And I also I won't spew that out to the world because there might be a young woman that's watching this and if she hears these generalizations, I don't know what impact those generalizations have on the woman she decides to be.
Yeah.
Like if we always talk about the negativity of men and the negativity of women, we're not given any example of the positivity that these people can aspire to be. That's where I sort of like...
No, you ate.
So what I'm hearing is we need to balance it.
Balance.
With the good stuff that guys do as well.
Yeah, like I think first of all, everyone is being inundated with the negativity of Twitter.
So what?
Like,
Inundated.
No, I liked it.
no, but basically, like all you basically see is people's negative experiences. A lot of people don't come out here and be saying, "Oh, my man treats me good. My man da 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 da."
Only on Valentine's.
Except
But
Shereen.
yeah, my man. But like people who then say my man, then girls are like, my man. So it's like, which side are you gonna choose? Do you get me? Because you either like get it from the girls or gonna get it from the guys. So
my issue is
I'm
like,
stuck.
how often does that actually ever really happen?
Oh,
What?
Tommy, some of these girls that say men are this, men are that.
Tweeting with their
tweeting it
husband.
while they're cuddling up with their man.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Is like,
It's just a trend.
Also,
I
just
understand, but
okay.
the issue
But
is like,
it's still real though.
yeah,
It's still real.
like if I go on Twitter, majority of the things that I'm consuming is negative.
Negative.
About men,
Mine-
right? Wait, hold on. I'm
Like, let me I'm sorry.
no, like I'm old enough, and I have enough life experience to be like, yeah, she's chatting shit, or like she's just being insecure, or she's actually just lying. A lot of people don't have that. Do you get me? And that informs their reality. Like for the kids that are growing up now, their worldview comes from Twitter.
That's true.
And our podcasts.
Do you get me? So like we are shaping how people see the world, and like that has to have some.
But for me,
impact.
I think this is me now.
Yeah.
I think it's spiritual.
Bro, I'm with you. I'm right
I think
beside
it's
you.
spiritual.
I hear.
I have two things, right? One, I've noticed that people that are in relationships, happy relationships or semi-happy relationships, don't speak. They don't actually speak too tough. So you won't hear it. And then number two, real quick, what are guys saying in the group chats about women? Absolute Ross Clark.
Yeah, but
I do not wanna be in
what are
the
they
group
saying?
chat.
Hey,
And obviously, mind you,
you know
kind
what?
of,
This
you can
might have to be a members only type of thing. Yeah,
Because I believe women are doing the same both privately and publicly.
right.
But
And you ate.
Some
women. Some women.
No,
So, no.
I was gonna say I think it's very different for women because it's like if a girl really likes this guy and she brings him to the group chat, she's hiding all the bad shit from her friends because we do not want to hear our friends talk bad about this boy that we like. We don't, and you don't want to be seen being with that boy again with your friends.
But what's happening in the group chat?
But in those male group chats,
No, not my group chat.
those male group chats, will dog women.
Sign up, pay that money.
Okay, or the locker room.
Right.
What's happening in the locker room?
Absolute Ross
And this is why
Yeah.
I'm saying this is why I'm actually genuinely saying members only, because I'm saying those girls are a certain type of way, right?
Okay, so those
No
girls.
man, no man. I'm not talking. Hear me, man. I'm not talking about the girl like that. No way you.
In a group chat.
No way.
But am I talking about my man?
Can I
like
be?
that?
Can
No,
I be
I'm
honest?
talking-
Can I be honest? Once a guy finds a girl that he really loves, he barely speaks
You're
about
not gonna hear about
Yeah,
it.
that's
No.
the same way. That's the same way with the girls.
Same with girls.
Yes.
But you were saying the question you asked was why?
No.
Why are you saying all men are?
No. Let reland and then we'll dive in on it.
Okay, but you're
Guys,
saying.
members only. Members only.
But you turn around and you say.
That's the longest pod.
You asked the question of why are women going online saying all men are this or men are this way, right? But then you're saying, David, some of the, like when we're talking about girls in the locker room, it's some women are just like that. So what's the difference?
Some men are like that too.
Some women are what?
So some women. You said some women are like that.
I'm talking about the girls that are being talked about in the dressing room.
Yeah,
That
okay,
somehow.
but some girls,
They're still human beings.
Of course, and they're all loved by God, but also them go
statistics. It's the same percentages.
Right.
Do you get me? Give me percentages. Statistics.
me
Where are they?
Okay, can I be honest? Like,
I talk about the statistics.
Yeah, because you're asking me for
She's
statistics.
giving you your points back.
So I want the statistics.
About the type of girls that are being talked about.
Yes. Because you're asking
The
about the same
Jezzies.
way about men.
I'm talking about the Jezzies. Them girls are Jezzies that are being talked about.
Hey,
But,
Jezebel.
Still human
but
beings.
okay,
Of course, but Jezebel was a human being.
but you're asking.
Jezebel to
Wait, but how do you know she's a Jezzy?
that's becoming
Okay, I'm generalizing.
And then
But you were just giving it to us for
Sometimes.
generalizing.
But let's just not play with ourselves. We know them.
We know them. Shoot.
We also know the male ones too.
No, of course, but we know them.
But women are more
Houston
forgiving of
Station.
the male jerseys.
Please mind the gap.
Like I was on TikTok today, I watched a video of this old man. He goes to be married for 51 years. Finds out today, or finds out when he recorded this video that his 2 kids weren't his. Like, but my issue is in that moment.
But
Like,
he's married for 51 years.
yeah, but like
Jesus.
in that moment, like for example, I'm only using this for example because that's a terrible thing from a woman. But I don't walk away from that situation thinking women are.
Oh yeah.
But I would. I would.
You see, but that's the problem.
And that's
flawed
my
though.
point. But like for
That's a
example,
one-case
if it was the opposite where this guy had a child outside of his marriage, a woman would walk away from that situation and say, men are.
No, but I think to correct myself, I think it's like if anybody was to do something like that, like man or woman, it's like that's messed up. Do you get me? Like that is messed up. And I think I take it like if it was a woman, I say women are crazy. Do you get me? And if a man did it, I'd be like men are crazy.
Yeah, but would you collectively think that all women are crazy because of that one situation?
No.
I'd say, but I don't think all men. I wouldn't think all men do that either. Do you know what I mean? I think that there's some.
Would you say
really
most men?
No, wait, sis, tap me in real quick.
Or would you say a lot of men?
Oh, tell me, man.
Can I tell you
Flips.
something?
Are
Can I
we
tell you something?
wrestling?
No, because can I tell you something, right? Let's say, guys, you guys have been heartbroken by that one babe, but then treat the rest of the babes after her like what?
You know?
Rasclats.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Or you've been
what?
treated bad and you're like,
careful.
No, but that's
like,
no,
I'm
but like
trying
if you're
to
actually
say-
No, but see what
you
she's
can't
talking about.
generalize- okay.
What she's talking about in that sense, it's not that they're being careful. It's that they're now followed this unhealed path where they're leading a path of destruction and hurting.
because they
And
now
I
think
agree.
women.
That's- yeah.
Oh,
Women.
this sign. Sorry.
No. He's for example, it's a nurture versus, well, I don't even think it's a nurture thing, but for example, somebody grows up with an abusive
Mom.
Or
parents, either gender, and it treats the rest of the gender that way.
Because you have a
product of your environment.
I feel like, can I use cognitive in this sentence?
Go for it.
You have a cognitive against these because of this one person. You have a
I love it.
Cognitive bias, baby.
right, yeah. You because of that one woman, you now treat the same. It's because you think all women. Because if you didn't think all women are like
I
that,
agree.
You would.
No.
You agree?
So he said a woman has treated him a certain way and he's got to treat the rest of the women this way.
Right.
And I'm saying there's people who have been treated by a woman in that certain way. I says, all right, cool. That was my mom.
You're not making English to me.
But
Okay, does that make sense? As in, like,
he's basically
one person has been abused by a man, for example, and says all men are like this. Another person has been abused by a man and says that was just that person. And
But then-
Yeah, but like,
so we can't.
Can you blame that one person for having that kind of thinking?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
So what happened was horrible, but your conclusion is false
Yeah, it is false, but that's the experience. That's like
from one person.
It's one.
But
it's
that's one person.
It's one experience.
But it depends how close that person was to you.
First,
Do you get me?
like it could have
if you-
affected them so
you
deep
think-
that now
fair
they think,
enough, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make it. For
It doesn't
example,
change the
we
fact
can.
that the answer is wrong, bro.
Yes.
One plus one will always
Always
be
be
two.
two.
No, but that's
okay, I get it from that way. If you're
Yeah.
looking at it like from that
Yeah,
kind of
like
way.
it's
Yeah.
still at the
I
end of
think,
the day.
I think it also kind of like depends on what the actual problem is, because I think when it comes to generalizing, women tend to just generalize men when it comes to them being unfaithful, cheating, all of that kind of stuff. Because let's not lie, in comparison, I'm not saying women don't cheat, but you hear it a lot. You hear it a lot more coming from guys. That's why it makes it easier to generalize.
There's also like, if you're going to be honest about that as well, like a lot of guys that would be cheated on would not say it out loud because of
You're not gonna hear about it.
Guys won't
then-
talk
but
about
then
that.
No, you be
But then, Tommy, think about. Do you know more guys than cheat and more girls than cheat?
But girls are just good at this thing, bro.
no, but
I know,
good.
no, but
Bro.
think about it.
Bro,
Did you just hear
Girls are
girls?
so-
Did you? Can I
girls
just?
are good at what?
I
Girls
definitely
are
say
people in general, I love all women. All
Thank
women
you.
are great.
But you just made us
All
You
women
made a
are great.
on a
generalization.
podcast.
All women are amazing. That's all I said.
Because for me, I know more guys that cheat.
But you probably have access to more guys than girls in your life anyway.
But see, I still know more guys than cheat.
First,
That's
what
fair.
we're dealing with right now is all the probabilities, statistics, is all based on, we're very much in
you
the
know,
echo chamber.
Yeah.
Like, you talk to a man in Russia, bro. Ask him if all women cheat. Ask him, he's gonna be like, what? All women? I'm so sorry. I don't want to get cancelled.
I do, but to answer your question, Tommy, I do feel like, yeah, generalization has gone maybe a bit too far. but the impact on what people have, like the impact, like I think when people put stuff out online, they don't really think about the impact. And I think as people, as a community of online users, we should really think about that more. And that's on both sides. And I think us, GTG, will be more aware of that.
And we are.
We'll start talking nicely about it. We do.
But I love my man.
And I love these niggas.
For me, it's sometimes.
Hey, that seems like a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Don't generalize. Love everybody.
Speak
no
positivity.
Yeah, speak positivity. No nonsense. But yeah, no. Where's your head at, bro?
I just want to continue. I did 10K minimum every day this week.
Sick.
Wow.
So that was great. Lovely. Love that.
Amazing.
But anyway,
Fantastic.
Where were you?
Where's my head at? We're just back to finally be dropping. I think we're dropping this week, ladies.
A big
isn't
one
it?
as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, a big fat one. A big obtuse one.
Woo! Obtuse.
Where's your head at,
We're
Ree?
happy to be back.
Yeah,
have it
it's
in.
good to be back. It's great to be back.
That's where her head is.
Where's your cognitive?
That's good way to use the word. Where's my cognitive?
Take us.
Really and truly, for the past hour, I've been needing to pee.
Same.
That's why I've been jumpy.
Yeah, I hear
get
it.
me?
And that's why the
But-
English has been.
Yeah, a bit shaky.
Yeah.
No, it was even shaky before the pee, but you know what I'm saying? In a sense.
Where's your head at, pal?
My wife made me a meal,
Yeah?
Damn, that's actually so nice.
so I can't wait to go home and eat.
You should go to Laulu's Instagram and see what he did for his wife on Valentine's Day. It was beautiful, man.
Thank
Beautiful.
God.
Lover boy.
We try. Yeah, we try.
Honestly, my head is at actually 10. I dropped 10 kg in 5
yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
5 weeks.
Wow. Yem's
Check the group
fitness.
I say go and check the group
check the
chat.
stats. Check the stats.
10
but yeah,
kg?
no. Yeah, 10 kg. in 5
Congratulations.
weeks. Yeah. It's just, and it's all, guys, it's all just doing your steps and eating the food. That's all it is.
Steps as in walking.
I love my wife.
Just
10K,
walking.
10K steps.
10K steps. Okay.
Yeah, I do my steps.
But like Yemi's Fitness, I actually want to give him a proper shout out because like results are really resulting, and
Wow.
he's so. I think our code is done now, but I think we're gonna run something up again, man.
You need to reach out to the guy. I'm not going to lie.
I need the extra 3 months. No. Appreciate Yemi's Fitness for that. That was sick. So I'm excited for that journey. I want to. By summertime now,
summertime
I'll be
will
doing
be-
podcasts without top.
No top.
Hey.
Naked podcast.
YouTube will take it down.
Yeah, I'm alright with it. So YouTube took my video down.
Not for the members only.
Members only.
That one's only fans now.
Yes.
Oh my God. Hey, good wordplay. You ate with that one though. He ate.
Anyway, if you made it to the end, you really love us.
Yeah,
appreciate
and we
you.
appreciate you for
Because
We love you too.
we are deep into pause. We are deep into this episode. let me just put that on the finish.
Let us know what you want to see on the members only as well.
Yeah,
True,
yeah,
we'll make it
yeah.
happen.
We'll make it happen.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll see
as
our
long as
debate.
it's within the confines of like.
Our capabilities.
Yeah.
Nothing's off limits. Nothing's off limits.
No, some things are
Something's
definitely
off limits.
Trust me.
Many.
But yeah, love GTG. Thank you so much for being on the pod.
Thanks for having
I
us.
had so much fun.
I don't even think we even introed.
We didn't.
Intro.
No, you
We didn't
didn't.
intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WYHAPOD Podcast. It's your boy KD. And we got a special bunch of women in this place. A bunch of women. They generalize. They think all men are trash.
No. We can't live
Yeah, I really look for husband though.
No, I'm just spreading love, man. Honestly.
Yeah, spread it. Just keep
Niggas
spreading
is
it.
also a woman too.
Yeah.
Demi, your pastor will hear of this. Apostle.
Oh my God.
will hear.
Nah, man,
But
it's bants.
give your intro that you give on your pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
ready?
So, what do I usually do in the
Oh,
Oh my God.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah,
Oh, so welcome back to GTG, baby.
you know the vibes.
Your weekly subscription to the Jizz.
B.
I want this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to bed. Yo, love, like, share, subscribe.
In a bit.
We'll see you in a bit.
Bye.